Oh, I forgot to do my farm stuff on 14. Oops.
Testingu, testingu. Hey, what's up, Ralph? How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Ralph. 8 months now. Dang.
Holy God. Ralph, welcome in. Thank you so much for the sub. How you doing?
8 months is a long time.
Yeah, man, thank you for 8 months. Holy crap.
One more month of that Twitch babby.
Hmm. You're tired from classes? I'm glad you're happy to be here. I hope we can be a nice, relaxing spot for you.
Hey, Dre, what's going on? How are ya?
Andre, welcome in. How are you? Our day's going pretty good. Hey, I'm so glad we can help, Ralph. Oh, you just now got off work? I hope it went okay. I know you got some time to do a heck and relax. Okay. Ham is all set. Baby one. Alrighty. I should be good whenever you are. Oh, I'll put this controller over here so I don't knock it down.
Just got out? I hope you had a good shift. Really need to think up a new
Oh, thank you for the
Starting.
follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow. A new starting soon screen.
Yeah, we might want to get one commissioned.
Yeah, I think we want to do something that's like pixel art.
Hmm.
Kind of stressful. Well, at least it's done and over with and behind you now, so we can toss yourself back into a nice comfy spot and relax. Hang out with us. What's up, Buku? How you doing?
Buka Buka, welcome in. How are you? And Ned, hello.
Ned, what's up?
How are you?
Let me switch on over to just catting. You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm good. Should have all the things.
Oh, camera's a little bit off to the left.
Oh. Oh no. Portia's
You
baby.
can see some of the junk behind the stage.
Oh no. Can they see my bike and stuff? No.
You were right, Ned? What were you right about? Look at the kitty. It's kitty close-up time. Look at the Portia. No, that's pretty good. Or a little bit more, actually. A little more. I'm just trying to get more Portia time.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, Amon, how you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. 7 months now.
Oh, Amon, welcome back. How are you? Thank you so much for the sub. Holy crap. 7 what? Oh, thank you so much for 7 months.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, Amon. That means a lot to us.
Ned, Christmas has begun.
It has, Ned, it has. I've been seeing stuff all day on it, and I'm like, why? We ain't even gonna talk about no fall. I mean, I don't really care all that much about Thanksgiving, but come on, let's just do some fall, autumn stuff.
We need some Thanksgiving music. Portia's flipping precious. I love her. Bones Home, welcome in. How are you? And Wheel, hello. And Zhang Pao, welcome. Hello,
hey,
hello.
Wheel, what's going on? Zhang Pao, Bones, Ebby. How are all of you
Ebby,
beautiful people doing?
Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope I didn't miss anybody.
It's Tuesday, so we're going to be playing a little bit of Cult of the Lamb tonight. We actually have drops turned on now, so if you guys play Cult, be sure that your whatever gaming account you're on is connected to Twitch, so you can get some drops and get some skins for your cult.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad, Amon. It's really kind of you to say. Your classmates were all singing Christmas songs in English today? No.
We really enjoy the company, so thank you so much.
Yeah, we're, flippin' privileged to have you. 4 more weeks until Thanksgiving. Yep. Is it
doing really good, Wheel? Doing good. Just
doing good.
Busy as all freaking get out. Like the next like I don't know. It seems like all of November is gonna be a flippin' nightmare.
Yeah, some of it's fun stuff. Some of it's just busy stuff, not fun stuff. But
yeah, not bad stuff. A nightmare logistically, like figuring out how to cram everything into each week. I'm hoping we're going to be able to maintain the stream schedule through November, but there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so far we've been able to schedule everything not on stream nights, but we might have to get up extra early tomorrow to fit in everything.
You started your favorite unit in creative writing, which is creative writing. I love creative writing, Ned.
I'm so bad at writing, but I used to do it a little bit when I was in school, but
I'm not very confident in much, but I do enjoy writing, so I'm not gonna say I'm good at it, but I can do a lot of it. I love to write, even if it's not great.
Ooh, short stories. Cult is really fun. It's kicking my butt. I gotta get good, but I'm really enjoying it. The aesthetic of it and the like flow of the gameplay is really nice. The like town aspects between the roguelike dungeon stuff. Pants?
Yeah, Zhang, if you like.
Oh, thank you. Doing a heck and relax because I had a lot of work today, so I'm wearing pajama pants. I'm ready to go to bed.
All in the relax. Yeah, Zhang, if you like games like Hades or Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to Hades.
Binding of Isaac, as well as like Animal Crossing, or probably a little more Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, Don't Starve kind of action. It's basically those two things mixed. You're in your town, you build your town, which is kind of like Don't Starve and Harvest Moon a little bit, or maybe more like Animal Crossing. And then you go out into the dungeons, which things get real. Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, that's so true, Wheel. I think that stands true for like all artists.
My writing teachers always wanted me to compete, but when it comes to competing, I just don't have any faith in it. I've actually gotten on the cusp of entering something a couple of times, but I always psych myself out.
Roy can say what he does without doxing himself, but I cannot. Knowing what I do, like, you can get my phone number, my full name, my address. It's bad.
I'm just tech support these days. I used to be a lineman for AT&T, and I got injured on the job. Took a really bad fall, heat exhaustion, quite a gamut of things a few years back. So I had to retire from the physical aspects of the job, and I've been doing at-home tech support, so remote work, as well as a bevy of other things. Thinking about taking a writing course so you can make a creepypasta channel on YouTube. I love creepypasta. You should.
That could do really well. It's the same for your job, Wheel?
If anyone is into writing, I fully endorse and condone and will push you into getting into it, because it's an extreme creative outlet. You feel just liberated when you draw, or it's like drawing. You feel liberated when you write, in my opinion.
Yeah, it can be really nice. And also, I think creative classes, a lot of adults like to say that, like, you're not going to make money being an artist and stuff, but I think more than ever, with the internet, it's actually possible to make a very good living.
Yeah, because you can actually find an outlet without having to, you can even without school, you can find a good outlet for your work.
Yeah, so I think I highly encourage anybody that wants to do something like that to do it, to give it a shot.
If you enjoyed Hades, though, Zhang, I think you'd like Cult of the Lamb.
Have you decided about a character you want to write about?
Do you like to write your characters and then draw them, Ned?
I used to write about my original characters, and I probably have some super cringy stuff in some binders somewhere that I need to burn. Oh, Benny, welcome in. How are you? Good evening.
Oh, you're in a similar field as well, Abby? With as good as your art is, Abby, I was suspecting you were a full-time artist. Hugh?
Yeah.
Hugh, how you doing?
Why you lick my fingers? B-Man, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, B-Man. Adult. I'm very much an adult.
Same. I'm so dumb. I don't know how I'm alive. If something will get you to write, having a game session in 30 minutes, not having played anything. Oh, yeah.
Abby, that's actually one of the reasons I've kind of avoided D&D, is because I get way too into writing. I'm very much a textual kind of person, and I would just worry that I would bore my fellow D&D people.
Oh, I got you, Will. Yeah, I think people assume that people with followings on the internet make a lot of money, but I don't think they actually do.
Oh, your teachers used to push you toward writing competitions as well, Wheel? I think I might have this a little higher than normal. Yeah, okay, I did.
Oh no, your leg still hurts, B-Man. I hope it recovers quickly. No, Wheel. It's November now. You can't.
Yeah, it is November. No sub November. Probably the most the most counterintuitive thing a streamer's ever said.
Mm. You gotta eat, sleep. Excited for your morning run? Man, running is so fun. I hope you have a good run.
Hey, Alfarius, how you doing? Good to see you.
Alfarius, welcome in. How are you?
The first day of Thanksgiving. There we go.
That's a lovely way to put it. Oh, I've heard a webtoon.
You'd want your creepypasta channel to be different from others where you just use different voices instead of using your voice on every character? I try my best to do that, like when we're reading voices in games, but whenever I'm reading, for some reason, my southern dialect just seems to come out of me, and it's hard for me to fight it.
And it's surprisingly difficult to remember the voices for different characters.
Yeah, especially if you've got like a week between them.
You were so disappointed with Rogue One that you went home and started writing another version of the movie. Explores the characters, who the characters are, and why we should care about them.
You can't eat peanuts the entire month?
Oh no, why not?
Oh, right. No, not November. Yeah, you gotta save it for the peanuts. What about almonds? Are they okay? I don't know. There seems to be some counter stances to November this year. You're volunteering again tomorrow? Then you got your civil service exam on Thursday? Nice, Alfarius. Sounds like you're up to some great things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think almond is a nut, isn't it? What about walnuts? Nut is in the name, but I know you can't always trust that.
Yeah, I think almonds are a nut. I'm not sure. Actually, are they? Because it's like a stone in a fruit. So...
You know pineapple's a berry?
Count? It's a what now?
It's a berry.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. You sure done gone done the family right.
That's it, exactly, Alfarius. The non-stop nut November. We're just gonna get all the peanuts and all the walnuts.
Oh my god. Gonna give it to the squirrels.
You're going out. Hey, Possum, what's going on? How you doing?
Possum, welcome in.
Greetings.
In battle simulations.
Battle simulations. I thought it said battle stimulations at first, though. Possum. Nothing's as stimulating as a good battle.
Especially if you're involved.
Definitely a legume.
You're gonna write about an old man dragon who always has to tell the chosen one wise words.
Meowdy, Fox.
Wait, the dragon's the chosen one? Aw.
How you doing, Fox? I like your sunglasses.
Oh, Fox, welcome in. How are you? Numbnuts November. Now he has to save things? That sounds so cute.
It's like, now you gotta do the work, old man. What's up, Wedge?
Welcome in. I think I've already said this, but I love your name. Wedge is my favorite. I'm glad you think so. We'll try our best.
Autocorrect. I meant stimulations.
Yeah, mood. That's for our one. Oh, I love the name Alfred. That is cute. Especially for a dragon. Oh, man.
Numbnuts November.
I hope he has a mustache.
That's what retail in November is. The entire month is Numbnuts November. The closer you get to the end of the month, the worse it gets.
Ooh, garlic parmesan wings. Sounds good. We had some sandwiches and soup.
Alfred's gonna be Batman? His fancy glasses and his very floofy.
Oh, perfect.
He sounds like my kind of guy.
Oh my god. Perfection. Michael Keaton said he wants to play Batman again?
I hope he gets to play Batman again. Ocho, what's up? How you doing?
Ocho, welcome in. How are you?
Good workout, huh, Ocho? Glad you got a good one in. Don't die, though.
Oh, Possum, why would nobody read your bedtime story?
Hey, there's our first drop. What? Wait, we get drops too? We get drops off our own stream?
Oh, I guess so. Ocho, welcome in. How are you?
At least we know they're working, and at least we know we don't have to be playing for them to happen.
I'm glad you had an effective workout. Was it leg day? I was hitting the quads today.
He was rumored to play Oh, I remember that, Possum, yeah.
What kind of sandwich? Mine was something like an Italian. And I think Roy's was like ham and chicken. What was on your sandwich? That stuff started in freaking August. Oh. That early?
Valkian, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you.
Valkian, welcome in. How are you? I am love, I am compassion. I am Alfred. He was rumored to play Batman in the Flash movie? Oh, wait. There's gonna be a Flash movie? I love the Flash.
Ooh, chicken breast from KFC. I haven't had any KFC in a long time, but I can't forget the flavor.
I love KFC, and we have one really close, and we never go. I don't know why.
Zang, that's what a lot of people really want. Michael Keaton playing Old Man Batman, if they ever do like Batman Beyond or do the 2099. It was Arms Day, but it was really heavy.
Oh.
I mean that in the most literal sense.
Man, if you are collapsed and tired on an arm day, then that's a workout well done. You had a good jog with your mom today? Man, I love a good jog. I'm not built for running, but I do love it.
Fresh out the shower and the legs are still sore. That's a good feel.
Heck yeah. I mean, sore legs are not that fun, but it is a sign of a good workout.
Breast.
I don't think we saw the Alfred show.
Makes me want some tempura chicken. Tempura is my favorite breading. Narrow squats got you this morning, Hugo?
You were told not to buy a Bowflex? I don't know anything about Bowflexes, but I think they're okay. I've never had one, but they seem like they sort of cover the gambit as far as like movements, but I sort of prefer free weights.
Hey, Launcher, good to see you, homie.
Launcher, welcome in. How are you? You're built for running your mouth? Man, I'm not built for that either. I don't have words like 99% of the time. You meant Batman Beyond? Spider-Man Oh, I got you.
Those babies only have 10 to 20 grams. Oh. I totally forgot the context of conversation for a second. I just immediately imagined babies weighing that much, like actual
regular
babies. Oh, the way my mind works and does not work sometimes.
You had one in Mexico? It's just resistance training? I mean, any kind of training works.
You're going to be sore tomorrow, but not from a workout? What you got going on, Wheel? If you don't mind. I mean, you don't have to talk about it, but...
Are you okay?
Chest flies with babies.
Chick-fil-A is trying a 3-day work week for employees. I think that would be pretty good as long as they're like full-time with benefits and stuff.
Chest flies with babies sounds like the ultimate clickbait title on YouTube.
Chest flies for babies. That sounds like
chest flies with babies.
Wait, so you just got like a baby on each arm?
You just using babies. Wrap them up like little burritos and put some purse straps on them.
Ready for God of War? Are we ready for God of War? Fudge. There's too many games coming out.
God of War. I'm probably gonna have to go watch someone stream it.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get it, I think. I'm not sure when the heck we're gonna find the time to play it. I need to beat games faster. You run your mouth every chance you get. What? No, you're lovely. Nobody would ever stab or shoot you. The way your mind works.
Strap them to your hands with bandages. And then this would lead to what?
Oh no.
The baby boxing league?
Mm.
We now battle with babies.
Hospital stuffs. I'll help you recover from the soreness quickly. Your hands are tired from watercolor? How was watercolor? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I hope everything goes well tomorrow for you, Will.
Yeah.
The year is 20XX. War has changed.
It kind of do be changing all the time.
The babies. They mean everything, for they are born for battle.
Yeah, I'm curious, because I mean, 3-day work weeks is great, but only if people are getting paid the same amount and the same benefits while working that much.
Oh yeah, Possum, how babies are basically just operating meat Gundams. It's kind of like how our brain, we are just our brain. We're just in a meaty Gundam. We're all pilots.
And I think that's actually a great way to think about the body and convince yourself that it's worth taking care of if you sort of can separate yourself from it.
Speaking of babies, look at Porsche.
She is baby.
She's such a ham.
She's really cuddly tonight.
She's a ham.
Just cerebral palsy stuff. I still hope it goes well.
Yeah, I hope everything goes well.
Oh, you put Alfred in the Discord? Ah, I can't wait to see.
Cat loaf
mode. You have not. You were worried because you can't get the drawing right. It's learning time on how to use them. Yeah, they seem difficult to use, but I really like the aesthetic when they're used well. Anytime I've played with watercolors, nothing's ever turned out, but I just really enjoy seeing watercolor art.
Yeah, I really like watercolor art too. Like I said, if you guys haven't tried using
it takes practice.
M&Ms for watercolor paints, they're really pretty.
Yeah, and that sort of still retains some of the shine too. You don't play horror games, but since it was Halloween, you thought you might try out Scorn. Not as scary as you thought.
Yeah, Scorn doesn't really seem so much like a scary game. It's more like it's like body horror porn. Mist. Yeah, like you said, actually.
Not right. I assumed you meant Portia, but no, I'd rather think you meant Roy because that's incredibly funny.
My belly. 1 second.
Oh, am I reading too fast? Canadian Smarties? No. You're can you paint with Smarties too?
There's not much belly down there, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, he's kind of a weird cat snake with 2 legs.
Pretty creepy stuff, huh?
That was pretty creepy. Man, my allergies are so bad tonight. Ugh. My nose is so itchy. And Portia, you gotta stop shedding. I think
That ought to
still
be
tissues
some
in there.
nightmare fuel. Why does my cat look so smug? Oh my god.
I think because he's like tilted slightly up, maybe. So he's like this all the time.
Yeah, he's doing a backward shrimp. Let me fix that. Where is the right direction? I can't find it. I'm just gonna load the whole avatar again. We'll just throw the baby out with the bathwater on that one. There we go.
Yeah, we're only going to see his face anyway, so that's okay. Oh man, Possum, you're getting sick again. I'm sorry to hear that.
Need a mustache to go with that level of smug.
Right?
Oh, you know what? You reminded me. I haven't made myself look super cute. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, big eyes.
We gotta go. We get my whiskers. You guys can't even see them.
Funky whiskers.
This is a travesty. Scale these pupils. Oh no.
Possum, I hope you feel better soon. Justin Drag, oh my.
Let's make these whiskers
Get him a cute little sundress.
thick. Let's make these eyes super big.
Millbound Gamer Jimothy. Hello, hello. Again.
Nice wide mouth. I like a wide mouth.
And your name is Green now? Oh, pretty.
Bigger nose. There we go.
Everybody hates you. No, they probably just miss you. Accessorize. Power whiskers.
Superpower whiskers.
What the heck do they want?
We need that mustache that bad, huh, Abby? Let's do it. I got a lot more nose to throw a mustache on now.
You got a hair in your eye.
We can make this kitty more furry.
I used to have a brush up here for Portia, but I don't know where it went. I could use it though, because she's shedding. Yes. Hair is everywhere.
That's kind of creepy. The mustache in my eyes.
Oh?
My eyes.
I'm still waiting for it to show up. Man, Apple devices. So slow. So cute. You were watching Celebrity Ghost Stories and Ernie Hudson met a real ghost while on vacation with his family. 2 weeks? What? For real?
So do we want a really big mustache, or do we want, like, regular size?
Huh? Something spoopy?
It can be this big.
My eyes.
The mustache's eyebrows was epic.
Your beard bib was effective today. You did a slow-mo shake after eating your chimkin. Oh my god.
We going with heckin' mustache?
Heckin'. It's so large. His eyes are just like peeking over it. I love it. Oh my god, that's so great. Distinguished. God, that's so cute.
Let's go with the distinguished.
So
That's
itchy.
smaller?
Oh,
Like
Portia. Now speak an Italian accent.
I'm gonna go fight the Toby Kadachi in the Monster Hunter.
One heck of a hairball. Draxton, welcome in. How are you? Arrivederci. It probably could.
Your bib was that effective for you, Possum? Catching the chicken. Chicken in your bib.
Inspector Poirot. Oh, do we have to go?
Arriva there, Chip.
You have words for the people?
The mustache will save my life if I ever end up in the ocean.
You want to say something? Oh, it's gonna fall.
Oh, dang, Inglourious Bastards. I haven't seen that movie since it was out in theaters. It was a good movie, though. I liked it.
Man, I think the last time I saw it was before I met Roy, which is a long time ago. Hey, all the same to you, Benny. Have a great night. Great sleep.
Yeah, have a great night, Huguet. Thanks for coming in.
We'll catch you on the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Yeah, have a wonderful week, homie.
Kick.
Drock.
You want to say bye?
How's it going? Wyatt Earp, Samurai Cat. I wish I had a... I can't even hope for them to give me a cowboy hat. Because this software has been long forsaken. I get nothing.
We met at Fry's Electronics in the PSP section.
Oh, the story of how we met? Yeah. Sasha was cold shouldering everybody in the software section. She was over there looking at some games, and like several of the other sales associates had gone over and tried to help her.
I don't remember anyone trying to talk to me.
It was like 4 of them.
Are you serious?
They came over and they were talking to my manager, who is one of my best friends. We always like worked at different jobs together. And I was about a year and a half out of a really bad relationship. So I'd been in kind of a rough spot for a long time, and I was still kind of in a bit of a depression. And so his eternal mission at that time was to get me hooked up with somebody, because he thinks that relationships cure all. So he'd been trying to get me to talk to people, and I had a big problem with like actually talking to people outside of like customers. So when he saw Sash, he was like, "Bro, you got to go help this girl. She's over there looking at PSP games. You got to go help her out. She's not letting anyone help her out. I only trust
your help.
I only trust you. I know you can do this. Go help her, or I'll fire you."
What?
And I was like,
Lord?
Okay, whatever. Went, helped out Sash. Took me a while. She didn't want to she was giving me the cold shoulder bad.
I assume nobody's talking to me. Why would you want to talk to me?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is Sash doesn't think, she looks down or she used to. She doesn't do this anymore. She always looked down and away from people and just assumed nobody was talking to her whatsoever. So I scooted in and helped her.
Those places.
Got her attention. And we ended up kind of walking around the store talking about games. We went through the anime section. It was like 2 hours. And my manager was just like being like, "Oh, that customer is going to be weird. We think they're going to be really good ones. So let Roy do his job."
I'm glad you didn't have to go home or something.
We just kept. Yeah, luckily I didn't. Yeah, you came in the middle of my shift.
Time or something like that.
We just kept talking, sharing interests. Her pile of media, games, anime, all kinds of stuff was growing and growing and growing. And then by the time she's about to head out of the store to buy everything, I asked for a number, and then the next day we started talking, and then it kind of just moved from there. Our first date was at Borders. We went to go check out the manga section.
Yeah, I like a bookstore. I'm so boring. Universe Sandbox? I think we've seen some streamers play it. But I don't think... You haven't tried it, right? I haven't played it myself.
No, I haven't tried that one.
It's pretty.
People actually meet at those places? They do, Possum.
Go talk to that girl, you're fired.
Zhang, he was one of my closest friends. We'd known each other for like literally ever since we could start working. We'd work together at like I was his manager sometimes, he was my manager at sometimes. We worked at like GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, Fry's, a whole bunch of places together over the years. And he was just like after I got out of my previous relationship, he remembered how like unhappy I was through all that, and then he was just like, "I'm gonna find you like someone really cool," and I didn't believe him, and then now I end up like
he
owing
didn't know
him for
me.
the rest of my life. What'd you say?
He didn't know me though, and I'm so boring.
He had a really good eye for people though.
Mm.
He.
I mean, it worked out. So I mean, he did.
He knew what he was doing.
Heckin' wingman of the century. Oh, tattoos are an excellent conversation starter.
Oh man, tattoos! I will walk straight up to someone and like ask them about their ink.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
You guys, I've said it a few times in chat, so most of you already know. I used to design really simple, like basic kind of tattoo art, just because I love tattoos so much that I don't have any myself. I'm too afraid, but
Same, yeah, needles are scary.
I love going into parlors, and that was one of the coolest things, was being able to design stuff and go into parlors and talk to people and find out the stories behind their ink. It's really cool. I love tattoos.
Is that for real, Ned? Like, they are refreezing? You need someone like that? Like, yeah, that is a good friend. I think everybody could use someone like that in their life, dang.
Kurisu, how you doing, homie?
Kurisu,
what's up?
welcome in. How are you?
Wait. Really, Ned?
I mean, that's true.
It's kind of good to hear that because, last I heard there was a lot of new old bacteria that could possibly be activating
new old
if things get more melty.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Everybody does try. Some people are just, I guess, better at it.
Oh man, Wheel.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, service dog. Like we see service dogs at conventions and out and about all the time, and
like physically painful to not ask if I could pet.
Yeah, because we know they got to do their jobs, so we know not to interact with them unless they're like stopped and the people actually give us like specific permission to do so. But man, we've actually had quite a few conversations with a lot of people, and it started around their service animals.
Yeah, better to just talk to the person than distract the dog. And then sometimes it's okay.
You've chosen to melt the ice caps with your lasers.
Oh, Ned? You're talking about in the game. Oh, I see. Ooh, Michael J. Fox is awesome. The Frighteners does not sound like a movie I can handle, though. I'm glad you were able to find it on a streaming service, though. I hope you enjoy.
In my defense, everyone says, don't worry, I'll find someone for you.
Hey.
Man, Zhang, my buddy Christian was very, very hands-on, personable kind of person. When he says something like that, he means it. He tried to hook me up with like 3 or 4 people before Sash, and they all went pretty bad, though.
Oh.
They were good people. It just was, I don't know, there just wasn't chemistry.
Somehow everyone's still alive.
I would love to pet Madison.
If she lets you, yeah. If she don't want to be pet, I don't want to pet. Or it defeats the purpose. That's why cat cafes in Japan are so upsetting, because the cats are so petted out, they don't want to be pet, and I don't. So I'm just like sitting there, like I like that I'm around cats, but they kind of don't want to be pet. I don't want to make them be pet.
Oh, Kurisu, we are doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, how are you? You thought the sea levels would drown people? Oh, Ralph, tell your mom happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Ralph, Mom.
I hope y'all do something fun. You had a decent Halloween? You do some fun stuff? We had a busy Halloween, but the stream is excellent.
You know what? I see why you guys were saying to talk in an Italian accent earlier. I just looked at my avatar. I do have a weird resemblance to Mario, don't I, right now? I think it's the big eyes, the nose, and the mustache combo.
Oh, yeah, Cat Mario. Just need a red hat. She's juked people, like, so they'll be petting her, and then she'll, like, dodge it, and they'll fall. Nani?
Oh, I would let her come to me.
Yeah, that's usually how I do.
If she doesn't come to me, then it just wasn't meant to be.
I don't take offense. Ain't no point in petting dude don't want to be pet.
You had a decent Halloween, Kurisu? What'd you get up to? Speaking of which, what did all of you guys do for Halloween? If you did anything.
Yeah. We want to hear about your costumes, your foods, all the cool stuff. Parties. We don't party, but they still fun.
I tend to get a lot. Most animals seem to like me, but I think that has to do a lot with the fact that I definitely show respect for their boundaries, and I'm pretty good at reading animal body language at this point, so I can tell what they're thinking. I just know that I have a lot of boundaries when it comes to people in real life, so...
Yeah, I don't want people randomly touching me.
Yeah, I respect that with others.
Yeah, animals are the same. They're just people. Little small furry people, scaly people, whatever have you.
It's me, Roigi. Hello.
Hello.
Aw, look at Portia's face. Look at that face.
She's sleepy.
She's so
You dress as
comfy.
a dinosaur? That's amazing.
You just played Scorn? So how did you like it, Zhang? I watch people stream it. I've seen it played all the way through. It's about a 4 to 6 hour game, depending.
You played with a Ouija board and summoned Satan? How is Satan?
What a
questions I
Ouija
never thought I
board.
would ask. You didn't trick or treat, you had an awesome costume.
Awesome costumes are the best, right?
Basically, Dr. Dolittle. Kinda, animals really like Roy. That's definitely a huge reason why I like him. If animals trust a person, then I'm willing to trust them because of that. I think animals are awesome judges of character.
When we met, Sash had a cat that was very, very antisocial, and I was able to get her to like me pretty quick.
Yeah, all of them.
You just gotta show respect to animals. So as long as you show respect, and you can come to a mutual beneficial like distance agreement between yourself and most animals.
If you have one of the... Wait, I think I missed some stuff.
Sounds like a fun Halloween, Ned.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
You got all the candy, Kurisu?
All the candy. Yeah, it's kind of my worst fear. Like, we're in a really popular neighborhood, but because it was a weekday, I don't think there were many trick-or-treaters, so if we had gotten candy, we would have ended up with a lot of extra. And I can't have that around. I have no self-control.
Yeah, B was asking if you could have one of the amazing powers cats have. What would it be? Their reflexes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I have seen cats survive crazy falls and do amazing things just simply because of their reflexes and the way they can move. Definitely them reflexes.
Oh, Timothy, she's such a good girl. That is so cute.
Cats.
Satan's honestly a swell fellow, misunderstood. Really, that's basically what all the Satanists say, and I'm willing to believe it. I don't really believe in anything in particular, but I think it's all right. Maybe the really good eyesight.
Oh, dang, Bones. That sounds like quite the tumultuous way to meet your partner, but I'm glad it worked out with you.
Oh, he was dating. Oh.
I hope it's still working out between you and the friend. It seems like it could cause some issues.
Yeah, man. He is a cat, true. He has all the things. Question, what cat powers would be cool? They also have really good hearing. That could be fun.
You'd want a cat's 9 lives. I'm already pretty convinced that I have that, so... I don't know which life I'm on.
I don't know how Aurora's alive.
But I'm pretty sure I was born with that cat trait.
I would like Cat's ability to just, like, crash anytime, anywhere.
Oh, the flops?
Yeah, just, like, end sleep.
Oh, that would be great. Sleep.
I'm so bad at sleeping. Like, I can lay down and sleep, but if I don't get enough sleep at night, I'm not very good with naps and stuff, so I just am sleep deprived.
Yeah, the first puzzle seems to catch a lot of people in that one, Zhang. I watched a few streams of Scorn, and the first one really seemed to get a lot of people. I think the thing is too many people start off Scorn in like a survival horror mindset, and then when they actually get into the game, it's like, oh, I gotta think to get around the environment. What the heck?
I don't like games that make me think. I just want to smash.
Christmas carols at the door of each house. That sounds awful, Ned.
You question the group of kids that were singing Christmas carols? Why? Did they have a reason? There's no good reason for that. There's no excuse. Oh, your little dog's not eating much for some reason. I hope he feels better. That's no good.
How high they can jump? Maybe.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I definitely want the reflexes, though. I'm convinced that cats can slow time on command.
Yeah, I think I watched a YouTube video on it. I forget if they see reality a little bit slower or if that's dogs. I can't remember. One of them.
All the dogs wanted to go with you.
Oh. That's so cute. Oh, all of them wanted to go? Oh, that's precious. You gotta be good people then.
Yeah, Zhang, we don't really do all that much for Halloween. I'd say this year with the stream and everything is like the most we've done for Halloween in a long time.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun to throw the outfit together and do some Halloween themed stuff. Because, yeah, we usually don't actually do a whole lot. Maybe watch some movies, eat some fun snacks.
Yeah, Possum, I can sleep on some crazy stuff in crazy situations, but only when I'm not supposed to be sleeping. If I'm supposed to be sleeping, I cannot sleep. The only time I can get good sleep is when I'm not supposed to be doing it.
I can sleep at night, and that's all I got. So if I go to bed late, I'm screwed.
Cat's ability to see in the dark would be a good one. If you want kind of a cheat on that, wear an eye patch. Be like a pirate. Then anytime you go into the dark, you just move the eye patch aside and you've already got one eye adjusted. Switch the eye patch from the eye it's on to the eye that was exposed to light.
I can sort of already see pretty well in the dark. I used to run at night and I never had any issues seeing.
Christmas vibes on Halloween is not okay. Fresh,
he's still eating treats though, that's good. Oh, Fresh, welcome in. How are you?
How you doing, homie? You passed out in the garbage and a bonfire once?
Oh no.
If I've had sufficient drinks, I've done things similar.
Also, you have the benefit of having a larger lap. You could fit more animals in your lap.
Hey, what's up, Friction? We need to stop doing this on the evenings you're running D&D.
Oh, Friction, welcome in.
I hope you're having a good game, Friction.
Yeah, I hope it's going fun.
Oh, since you started in November, your first job was playing Christmas music nonstop. Fries like doing that. They played all day, every day.
Yeah, I worked at a Starbucks for a while, and yeah, it was bad. All the Christmas music.
Mobu, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Oh, Mobu, welcome in. How are you? And they weren't even retail? What the heck? Oh, my office job played Christmas music, too. Didn't appreciate that. But at least there I could have, like, headphones in. listen to my own stuff.
Yeah, Possum, I've slept in some really crazy places when I was drinking. I woke up in a lot of really unfortunate places.
Oh, you got tomorrow off. Nice. I hope you have a good day off. Oh, Bones, I've heard that about cats. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but yeah. Oh, I'm so far behind.
You watch the classic Universal monster movies? 1950s Dracula is still creepy in the 21st century.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've seen the actual full movie. One movie that I thought was really scary for its time was the very first Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah, I saw a play of that, and even though I knew a lot of the people that were the zombies, it still was absolutely terrifying. That was the only reason I was there, was because my friend was in it and she wanted me to watch. So I went, but oh my god, so bad. I did not like seeing my friends as zombies.
You got 45 minutes to get prepped, fed, and practice all your villain voices.
Oh. You can do it.
To do a villain voice, I think I would just think from the mentality of I'd probably think of how I would talk to someone who had been like hurting an animal or something. Just that kind of disdain for someone. That's villain voice. I would go villain on someone for that.
Oh, Launcher, same. You doing some editing, Mobile? I hope it's going well. Yeah, I cannot stand zombies. They scare the ever-loving crap out of me. I'm like, oh. I don't think I've seen the first Poltergeist.
You imagine Sasha be like She-Hulk in The Office? She looks really good in a suit. We have like a couple of suits around her. I've been telling her she should do some photos in it.
Yeah, they didn't enforce any kind of dress code, so I just wore hoodies and jeans.
I used to enjoy zombies. They've just been overdone at this point. I prefer if they have like variants of zombies where they're like incredibly aggressive or way too fast, like those kind of things where they break the typical mold. I think that's better.
I like the zombies in Valkyrie. They're pretty.
Oh yeah, they look like trees.
Yeah, I don't really even consider them zombies. Oh, sorry.
Cronenberg and Nightbreed is Dr. Decker was one of the creepiest bad guy voices and laughs. A good laugh is very important.
You watched him too, Ralph?
Whereas I think a lot of people think a good villain voice is like very atypically evil, or very typically evil. I think a good villain voice is a voice that sounds utterly convinced of what they're trying to do. Like there's no hesitance at all.
The only villains I like are the ones where you have to wonder if they're actually the villain in the situation.
Yeah, where the lines are gray. Those are the best.
Otherwise, they're just like, why are you like this? I can't relate.
Have a good time, Bill, at your D&D. I hope you're able to get some good food in while you got, or at the time.
Oh, we'll send your best to the kitties. And have a good D&D.
You like hoodies, but sweatpants can burn in heck? I kind of like sweatpants.
Yeah, I don't usually wear sweatpants. I live in like workout pants or pajama pants. So I guess I can agree. I don't really hate sweatpants, but I just don't ever wear them.
Yeah, we need some Frankensteins. Everything is zombies now.
Yeah, I'm so glad that zombies are sort of going out of style now because they've been overdone.
Zombie avatar?
Yeah, Frankensteins are cool.
I don't think I have anything that's as... Well, maybe. I can take a look. Hey, Ugo, how you doing?
Ooh. Yeah, Dracula in Castlevania. His voice is great.
We got a flex. You ready?
Oh, thank you for the flex. I am sorry, I completely missed it. I'm glad you caught that.
That mic is in your way, though.
Oh. They're good?
Yeah. Okay, you guys, we ready for some Onegai muscle? Bam.
I'm sorry, Portia. I will try not to crush you. Yes, it's equals.
Do the finger pop.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, then just go up with it. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect.
It's a nice stretch, too. Oh, thank you for the follow. Pose. Oh, Anthony, welcome in. How are you?
Honestly, some of the best flexes for you seem to just be like regular, like mundane movements.
Yeah, putting my hair up and whatever.
Yeah, putting your hair up, stretching, all that kind of stuff is like...
I'm not very good at flexing, like, not in a mirror. I don't know what I'm doing. So I think doing regular stuff actually is a better flex.
You sleep in boxers or jeans? You can sleep in jeans. Jeans
I've done it accidentally, but...
Jeans will...
Man.
Jeans will chap my tail.
Oh, let me lean back so Portia is comfy. She getting mad.
Hey, thank you for the follow, and welcome on in, Anthony Renor.
Nice to meet you.
I might have said that wrong, actually. But JP, what's going on? How you doing? Sickle, what's up?
Oh, Sickle, welcome in.
How the homie doing?
And Space Sickle, welcome in. How you be?
And Crash,
wait,
what's
what
up?
About Kiss costumes? I kind of love the aesthetic. I actually love to see that.
Poison Ivy's not that evil of a character. Yeah, she's got a lot that she's got a lot of things she is fighting for. I mean, she has some pretty valid complaints.
Yeah. You can't even wear jeans? What do you like to wear, Will? Or Jimothy?
That's an interesting essay, Crash.
I'm sure there'll be another one. Oh, did I miss something? I think I did miss what Crash said. Crash, welcome in. How are you? How zombies reflected racial relations. Interesting.
I remember when Dead Rising was coming out, the video game that Capcom did. There was like 4 of them.
Oh, Dead Rising gave me nightmares.
Where they had so many different zombie models. I remember a few articles that were actually, they were really impressed with the amount of diversity in the zombie models.
Didn't they have some kind of randomizer for them? And that's how they were so diverse?
It was something like that. I believe that they were like procedurally generated.
Sorry, it's snacks for Portia. Sorry if that's loud. Apparently.
Okay, there we go. I had you muted.
Oh.
So what is the Japanese snack of today?
Sapporo potato? Vegetable flavored? Subu? I don't know what that means.
It's vegetable flavored vegetable?
Yeah, vegetable flavored potato. I think.
I've fallen asleep in jeans a few times by accident, but I always wake up because they feel like they're strangling my legs.
Yeah, they are pretty uncomfortable.
Pizza muffins, blueberry cherry cake, blueberry cheesecake. Oh my god, my ability to read. What's up, Con? How you doing?
Con, welcome in. How are you? Your mom made pizza? Oh. Muffins and blueberry cheesecake. Oh, that sounds amazing.
I love workout snap pants, Wheel.
You could sleep in leather pants?
You can just rip them right off. You can just... gone.
Oh, yeah, those are great. You don't know how to pronounce it.
Zomboid looks like a really good game. I mostly want to play it because I watched a few people play it and like play it the worst way. Like, they jacked the game up bad. I like games where you can screw around and mess things up. You don't know how to pronounce it, JB?
Oh. I was just trying not to do it too loud. I really like the writing in Dead Rising. The timer seemed really stressful. I just watched Ray play it though, but it did give me nightmares, so it was kind of hard to watch.
Hey, the Spookity, what's up? How you doing?
The Spookity, welcome in. How are you?
Good to see you. How was your Halloween?
Genes during the day are wonderful.
I actually kind of like the timer-based gameplay as well. Wheel. I don't know. It made it like exciting, and it kept me playing through the game. Like I was actually able to beat Dead Rising because of the timer. Like I knocked that game out because of the timer.
Yeah, I kind of like time management games like the Atelier. It makes me sad that they've taken that aspect out of it. But I know a lot of people don't like that in games.
Stop playing the game wrong. I will always play the game wrong. One of my favorite YouTube channels is Let's Game It Out. And all he is he plays games as wrong as possible. He breaks them.
Oh, Ralph, I'm sure there will be another one. Warm Bodies that I ton of. I haven't seen that one. It would not surprise me. Oh, Wheel, thank you for the flex.
Uh-oh. You holding the kitty, though. Can you do a flex at the moment?
I can flex my left arm.
We're going to flex.
And maybe when I do it, she'll want to not be on my arm. Who knows? I guess just let me know when.
You good.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the mic. Oh, okay, I crushed my finger. What can I do with just one arm?
Hey, they all look good.
I figured, thank you. That's really kind of you, Ralph. Or not Ralph. Timothy.
You're weak in the game, so it makes zombie combat hard. That's kind of pretty realistic, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
You got the 50 follows? Nice, Spook Kitty. I am proud of you. Keep at it, and that 50 will turn into 100. Then that 100 will turn into 500, and so forth and so on. Just keep
How did your 24-hour stream go? You said it was fun. Were you tired, or do you like going for 24 hours? I feel like I would die.
Some people seem to really like the 24-hour streams.
I see people do them a lot, and I don't understand how they could do it.
I'm not gonna lie. If it weren't for because of work and everything, we can't really commit time to it. I would be curious to do it.
Yeah, it would be fun to set up if I didn't have like things that I had to do. Maybe it'd be different.
Let's Game It Out's a sadistic jerk, but it's amazing. He is amazing. I love Let's Game It Out.
He is pretty sadistic. The first 12 hours stayed together in one chunk, but after that it kept disconnecting. Oh man, that's annoying. Man, I bet.
A fantasy language translator.
Did have a lot of diversity as well.
Have a good dinner, Ralph.
Yeah, have a good food.
Yeah, Spookity, that's another thing that we'd probably have issues with. Knock on wood, which I don't have any of nearby. We used to have a lot of internet troubles. It's been pretty good for us for a while now, but I'm sure a lot of the viewers can remember for a few weeks we were like getting disconnected almost every single night. We had to like emergency raid out with my cell phone several times.
Oh yeah, I think we've gotten a new modem since then, so hopefully that won't be an issue again.
22 hours in, you had a guy come in and tell you have a boring face. Well, for one...
Oh, rude.
That's rude, yes. Two, you've been at it for 22 hours. I think even with an avatar, I would have an extremely... I would be not entertained at that point. 22 hours is a long time to be doing anything. And
the
three,
audacity.
Screw that guy. You can just right-click him and bye-bye. That's the best thing, is you can just block him.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Block and ban immediately.
Dongo, how you doing, homie?
Oh, Dungo, welcome in. How are you?
It's good to
You're
see
getting
you.
cult drops even though you don't have the game. That's fine. We aren't even playing the game yet. You're getting drops.
I'm glad to hear that the drops are working, though. I hope
Yeah.
someone's able to enjoy them. Apparently, we're going to be able to use them in the game when we do get around to playing it.
Yeah.
You've had your share of disconnecting issues as well, Kurisu?
I think early streams can do pretty well.
Yeah,
if there's
early
that much
streams can
competition.
definitely capture an entirely different audience.
Mm.
But then again, so can DGen streams.
Yeah, this is true.
Some of my, most of you guys know I'm quite the insomniac. I'm nocturnal. I watch a lot of late night streams. And dang, Portia, you were staring at me hard, homie. What's up? You good?
She just does that.
I'm just looking at the screen and I can just see her eyeballing me. As soon as I look over at her, though, she's like, I'm done.
Mm.
Whatever. He
Oh,
looked
he
at
looked
me.
at me. This is fine. I'm good now.
But yeah, the night shifts on Twitch, there are some amazing streamers out there. And you can find some amazing chat out there in the middle of the night, too.
Mm. Yeah, really deep conversations. I'd like if we could maybe stream at some different times to catch some people in different time zones, because I know a lot of people try to make it, but it's just not a good time, usually.
Like one person that is on
Oh, Bones, I can totally relate.
late at night for us, but
Oh, yeah, Dongo.
yeah. Dongo is on always late, but that's mostly because of time tone.
Time zones.
Those, yes, thank you. Those. Dongo's got an awesome voice, really cool personality, does origami, and lately has been doing some RimWorld. Real chill vibes over there. You guys should check out Dongo.
Yeah, it's really nice that you have as soothing a voice as you do, because if we are able to catch you, it's pretty late. So it's a good kind of stream to watch that time of night.
It's 1 a.m. for you. It's in the middle of the night for you. Fluffball, how you doing?
Oh, Fluffball, welcome in. Yeah, I know it's not great for some people, so if we had like some different, like if we could stream 7 p.m. one night and like noon or something a different day, that would be kind of cool.
It's really weird because when I look at our analytics,
true,
which
Dumbo.
I try to avoid like the plague, but I do get curious now and then, mostly about like our demographic, the time zones. I think that's the most fascinating part about analytics.
Yeah.
We used to be at like 99% North America, and over time, I think we were up to like 15% in the UK now.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think we've got like 8% in Australia.
Nani?
And we've got like 4% in Asia, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool as heck.
So I guess we are DGen hours for a lot of people. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging with us, even though it's got to be late into the night or way early into the morning. And like your case, Mobu. Mobu, I think it's like what, 3 a.m. for you, Mobu? I hope you're not losing any sleep.
4% gang. Oh, you're from Japan? That's so cool. Or not Japan, from Asia? That's a huge region, I'm sorry.
That emote is really cute, JP.
That is a great emote. It's 6:45 a.m. Oh, it's early. I think you might be the only person from Sweden. I know we've got occasionally some Germans, but
No, you're not the only one, Fluff.
Oh, is there another one?
I'm trying to remember. We have like 2% from Sweden.
Oh, the Sarah Lee stuff? I think I've heard of the, I don't know how you pronounce it, lavish or lavash bread. I think I've heard of it, but I've never found it in any of our stores.
Glad you liked it.
Oh, you're in the
Spaghetti.
Philippines, hey!
It's really good spaghetti, and it only gets better as you eat more of it. Like I really cannot tell the difference between regular bread and that bread now. Just that alone can help you cut like half your calories in that area alone. So that even that and adding a few steps if you're looking for like weight loss or if you're looking just for general better health.
Yeah, steps are great.
Those are like two really subtle but big moves.
You're only following 4 strong women? Man, we got a whole collection of them.
Oh, Zang,
They're
do
all
you
really cool
follow,
people.
you follow, like, what? Anabolic Auntie, Terrible Hime,
Oh yeah,
Arrowfit,
Terrible Hime.
Autumn
Oh, there's one girl
Ivy.
that oh yeah, Autumn Ivy. There's another girl that does some cosplay, and her legs are like the most amazing I've ever seen.
Comoro represent.
I can't remember her name. I really like her cosplay. I don't really like that she promotes some what do you call it? Some things for performance that are not necessary, but yeah. I still think she's incredibly impressive, and I like her cosplays though.
Yeah, general weight loss is not nearly as difficult as a lot of people think it is. You can really make such huge changes just by doing things like, low calorie breads, which are great these days. The texture on them is awesome.
Oh, She Rage! Oh
Mio.
God, I love Claire.
Oh yeah, Claire. Oh, I thought we were talking about just on Twitch. My bad, Zang. Yeah, we're talking about like other platforms. There's quite a few. Twitter's got a bevy of bodacious bricks.
And they're all just flipping amazing people too. I really like Synthetica Lynn. She's really sweet.
Deleted all your social media except for a few things. I can get that. I can understand that, Con.
I'm trying to manage time better, or just felt like it.
Yeah, the important thing is just maintain or figure out what eating habits you can maintain for your entire life. Once you can do that and make those changes, then you're golden.
Yeah, and it really doesn't take much. If it's something that you do consistently, really small changes, you can see improvements, and you can just sort of make small changes, and they all just sort of stack up over time, and then it's just becomes a habit, and not something that's like cold turkey. You have to do all the things perfectly immediately. Oh, Helix, welcome in. How are you?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I think most of y'all know Helix, today? But if you don't, go check him out. His stream's amazing. He's got lovely energy, and is a Canadian goose sometimes. He plays Monster Hunter.
And he's also a Gundam sometimes.
Yeah, also a Gundam sometimes. Got voice changers, all the fun stuff.
Missiles and kissiles.
So go become a Sussy Baka.
He's also got a very good Arnold Schwarzenegger voice as well.
Oh, I don't know if I've heard your Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
I stole my redeem from Helix's
channel. Did you?
Yeah. Helix is, he's the original though, because he's even got an emote. He has an Arnie emote.
Oh, do you? What? Oh man, we should have an Arnie emote. It's been up and done, but you're starting to see some progress. Hey, yeah, it's usually really slow, but the slower it is, the better. The slower you lose the weight, the more likely you are to keep it off over time. You do the chopper. Our own impression is abysmal. Roy's is really good though.
Get to the chopper! I can't do the full thing unless it's been redeemed though.
Time and you don't use them that often, I totally understand.
Yeah, the Arnold impression. I've actually been thinking about doing a redeem like that for probably a good 6 months, Helix. And then I was like, I was thinking, that no one's gonna like that. But then I saw it in your channel, and I saw you do it once, and I was like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna try it. Let's do it. Yeah, Bones, it can be tough with BMI because, the doctors and everything, they'll even say that Sash is...
I'm overweight by BMI standards, so it's a guideline, I think. You just sort of have to look at yourself and, and how you feel and stuff. I'm overweight technically, but I think I'm in very good shape, so I don't worry about the fact that I am technically overweight.
If you're wanting to get your weight under control, you just have to do it now.
Don't let your dreams remain dreams. You just get onto the chopper and you ride it into the healthy sunset.
I think for me, a healthy weight is considered like 115 pounds or something, which for me, that would be like probably stage ready bodybuilder lean, like 13 or 15% body fat. I would be flipping dying.
Google, can you set me a timer? I need a timer. 1 minute.
Oh, oh, you got it.
Hey Google, set me a timer for 1 minute. Oh my god, you understood me. That's excellent.
I think a healthy weight for 5'9" depends on so many different things, because it really depends on like how big boned you are and like how much muscle mass you have. So it can sort of be a huge range. Like I'm 5 foot nothing, and I should, according to the chart, be 115, but that is using logic. It's just not with my bone structure and stuff. It doesn't make sense.
You know, with the serious conversation, I think I cannot just interject. I think that would be rude, so I'm going to refund your points, Launcher, but thank you for using it. I'll still do it until the timer runs out, though. I just don't want to interrupt the Sasha, because she's talking about the fitness, and just me getting in there with my big voice. It would be rather rude, don't you think?
Oh, man, a minute is fast.
Oh, dear Lord. Stop.
Oh, Lord. I think that would be really funny.
Do it now.
If Nya and Arnold were redeemed at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, is your leg asleep, Portia? She got stuck. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick.
Now, if you guys do that while we're having to do voice acting, that's the dream.
Oh, voice acting? Yeah, that would be the best.
You imagine me doing like voices in Parasite Eve as Nya Arnold? The timers on the voice things are pretty big for right now, but that's just until we get used to them. As we get used to them, they'll get smaller. You'll be able to use them more often. Oh, even your Google understood me, Bones? My bad. I hope I didn't set anyone. I hope I didn't set a bunch of timers. Not gonna lie though, that would be kind of funny. Oh, Lady Sorrow. Yeah, she's another friend of ours, Zang. She's a real sweet lady. She does some really awesome cosplays too. Lady Sarah did a lot to help out with our growth on Instagram, and she did a lot with helping Sash. Oh, Sash isn't here. I forgot. She did a lot with helping inspire Sash to actually post her photos and stuff on Instagram. India Google uses Hindi. Well, hey, at least I won't be setting any timers on your devices, Con. I'm surprised my phone even understood me, though. And Google's pretty legit, I guess. Yeah, her Rogue is really good. She also did Kratos from God of War. The first one we ever saw, though, was her, Noi from Dorohedoro. She easily has the best Noi on the internet, in my opinion.
Lady Sarah?
Yeah, you already know. She's got the mask and everything.
Her build is just so perfect. Ooh, for Noi, oh lord.
Your Alexa picks up things really easily?
Oh no.
You know what? I bet if someone really wanted to troll some people, they could make their screen name or their handle on Twitch Alexa.
Oh no.
and just say a lot in a chat that would sound like commands. Noi got you into waifus? Yeah, Noi's quite the... she's a hell of a drug.
I love Noi so much. I love how she's written. Like, nobody questions how buff she is, and she's considered attractive by the character. She's not the butt of any joke. It's perfect.
Dorohedoro was in the works for over 20 years.
Yeah, it was way before its time. Like, she wrote Noi in the 90s, was it?
Yeah, it was like 97 or 98 that the mangaka Kyu Hayashida. Yeah, I think it was late 90s she started writing them, or at least early 2000s.
Yeah, she did an excellent job. I'm just so tired of, like, seeing buff chicks in anime and games and they just get laughed at. Like,
they made their gamertag Xbox off. That's funny. I remember. No. I actually used the voice commands on the Xbox a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Matrona from 7 Deadly Sins.
She was a giant, right? The other giant?
Yeah, the one with the scar on her arm.
Mm. You go eat my snacks, Bird?
Sydney, what's up? How are you doing?
Sydney, welcome in. How are you?
We are doing good. How was your Halloween?
Thank you so much for asking.
If you celebrate Halloween.
Oh, good luck with the paperwork. I hope it goes easily.
Yeah, I hope it's nice and smooth for you, Con. Have a good one, and I hope you have an awesome week.
Oh, did Lady Sorrow do Matrona?
Daddy. Oh, she's the one with the she's the demon with the black fog around her, right?
Oh, was she buff?
Yeah, she was.
You watched the Monday Night Football?
She
you didn't have any parties or anything?
Honestly,
yeah, we didn't go to any parties either.
Daddy reminded me of like she was like she almost looked like a stronger Meliodas in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they did look really similar. Oh, you read it before the anime came out?
It's pretty long, Helix.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
and I think
far
it only
you got,
recently.
But well, it's worth finishing though.
Yeah, we've both read the whole thing.
Uh-oh. Portia got an itch.
You good, bro? You're good?
Oh, sorry, Evie. That's the first thing I thought when I saw her. I was like, whoa, is that Meliodas' like bigger sister?
Yeah.
Although I do love 7 Deadly Sins, in a lot of cases there is a lot of case of same face.
A little bit.
Just had a nice chill Halloween, Sydney. Sounds good. We usually don't do too much either.
Yeah.
Our stream is about the most exciting thing we've done in years.
Yeah, we're not big partiers. We usually just watch a movie and have some snacks.
If you get to go back to it, Helix, I'd recommend it. It's an amazing story. I really
it's so good.
hope
and the
that
art
season
is so cool.
2 comes at all.
God, I hope so. I really want to see the rest of the manga animated. It just gets more and more insane.
Hey, welcome back, Ralph.
Oh, Ralph, welcome back. I hope you had a good dinner. Yeah, I'm loving to see the variety in, like, women's body types in games and anime, because I'm really tired of just, like, everybody being just skinny chicks, which I don't have anything against skinny girls. I think they are lovely. I just think they have plenty of representation. Can somebody say party?
What's up, Plush? How you doing?
Flash, welcome in. How are you?
Good to see you, homie.
Some people go too far with their gamer tags. Oh, yeah, I've seen some interesting ones. I'll eat your kids. Oh my god. Honestly, I think they're both great.
Yeah, all shapes out there are valid. It's just not all
Yeah,
of
like
them
all
are
of them.
equally represented, so.
Yeah, I just want to see more representation of just all different body types in general. But definitely no hate on the skinny girls. I think they're lovely.
Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, yeah, I pause a lot when I'm talking because my brain works slow. And I don't want to... I put my foot in my mouth a lot, too. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I wish I put more time and thought into what I say, but I don't know. My brain just being like, no filter, goodbye. Just jettisons it all out of my mouth.
I wish I could do that more, but I've just, like, said things that were taken the wrong way and hurt people's feelings too many times, so I'm more careful about what I say, for better or worse. Alexa, say party time.
Unless the shape is a gun.
I wish we had.
Let's save gun because it's the best flavor of ramen, as Sash would say.
What? Guns can be hot too. Look at what's his name?
Oh,
Jinzo.
No Guns Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Guns can be hot.
All body types. You can be whatever the heck shape. If you nice, you attractive.
Actually, oh wait, never mind. That would be spoilers for our current season. I don't want to say anything.
Oh.
It
Okay.
has to do with some pretty hot guns.
Hot guns. Yeah, I try not to. I just say like dumb stuff without thinking that like I didn't mean it to be mean, but it could be taken the wrong way and hurt people. So I don't know. I'd be dumb. I don't think about what I say enough. So now I think extra.
You think of what to say, but you mess up saying it. Oh, feel it there. I think of that when I'm like in an important situation, like a job interview.
Oh god.
Only when it matters does that happen to me.
Dongo, yeah, same.
Oh man, Helix, that's exactly what it is with me. My brain is like trying to catch up to my mouth most of the time. I'll say something, my brain's like, huh?
Yeah, I deliberately slow it down, and I also am not very good at speaking. I don't know if it's like a stutter or what, but I just am not very good at words.
You're getting way better though.
Yeah, as I
Screaming.
talk more. I think I just don't talk enough. I haven't had enough practice.
Well, that's what we're doing here. I mean,
Yeah.
Streaming is amazing practice. Well, like, we got into streaming for a couple of things. One was we hope that someday we'll be able to run charities and be able to help out animals and animal adoption, welfare, that kind of stuff. Two, we wanted to get out of our social shells. We have a lot of trouble talking to people, especially in person. In person's a big impediment for us.
Yeah, I'm like debilitatingly shy. Like, I don't order my own food at drive-thrus. If not for Roy, I would have to order everything through apps. And do a lot more cooking.
Like Sasha she's that meme where she's like she goes, we'll be in the drive-thru and she'll go to climb over me, but she won't say anything. She'll just be there.
I'm just there.
And then as
I
soon as
don't
there's
want to
another
order.
person, she's in the back of the vehicle.
Or if I'm driving, Roy will climb over me to order because I don't want to order. Rather than he wanted to order, I don't want to order.
Hey, no worries, Valkian. You don't
Yeah,
have to
welcome
worry
back.
about being absent or anything. We're just good to have you around whenever we have you. We've just been chatting.
talking. Probably should get to the game. I think. Oh,
We should
it's been
actually.
like an hour and a half. Oh my god.
We should do a little bit of gaming, but I mean, we can just throw it in as we go. We don't have.
Yeah,
to
I love to talk
focus
to
on it.
everybody, but I know some people maybe come for the game, maybe not.
But as far as like streaming, yeah, it's amazing. If you want to get used to talking to people, streaming is really cool.
It's helped me considerably. I'm still weird in person, but it's helped me talk more, like learn how to talk, I guess, because I just am so quiet. In person, I won't say a damn thing. I just listen.
Hey, Ned, thank you for the double hydration.
Man,
Pando
Valkian, I have
appreciates
taken
it.
so long to get through lamb. It's stupid. Everyone's beaten lamb. Ooh, banana oikos. Hot Greek yogurt is the best. It's got some heckin' incredible macros.
Oh, let me click on that for you.
I haven't had banana yogurt. That sounds really good. Oh, thank you for hydrating Pando. Oh, and hydrating us. Thank you.
So the way that we decided to start tackling our social anxieties in person is that's where the cosplay came in, because the streaming was doing pretty good for helping us get past that kind of stuff. So we were like, what do we got to do to help us? Like, what will kind of force us to talk to people? And then when we were going to conventions, we were like, the cosplayers, we actually noticed we are always drawn to the cosplayers. We always wanted pictures. We always want to talk to them. And I was always interested in how they like made stuff. And then from there, we're like, the light bulb just went off. We're like, just try cosplay. And sure enough, you go to a con and cosplay, you're going to be talking to people. You will be talking to them.
Yeah, and it really helps me because I assume nobody wants to talk to me. So I don't want to like impose myself on people. But if they're coming to me and they start the conversation, I have a much easier time because like they asked for this.
You did streaming for a while, Bones? As far as the face cam is concerned, you don't have to have a face cam, Bones. I can tell you,
yeah,
there
YouTubers are more popular than ever.
I mean, they do draw a little. I'm not gonna lie, they do definitely help for getting attention. But the thing is if you're not comfortable with showing yourself, it's only gonna throw off the vibe of your stream. So do what you're comfortable with. If you want to just be a voice, that's cool. You could also consider like this, like an avatar. You can do PNG tubers for free. You've got a lot of options available to you.
I'm actually more comfortable as a VTuber, but I want to be more buff girl representation in the media in general. So I feel like it's a disservice to hide myself, I guess. Let people that think buff girls are gross beat me or whatever.
Yeah, Cindy, we're going to be doing some Cult of the Lamb, which, do you have control over it? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you did.
Oh, that's way too loud. Is that anime volume? Oh, no, it's just really loud.
Friend of yours, beat Bayonetta 3? You haven't gotten far into it, Valkian? I've been hearing a lot of good things about the regular combat in Bayonetta, but apparently the kaiju combat is pretty disappointing and actually slows down the pace of the game a lot.
Oh, man. I've only heard good things. That's the first negative thing I've heard about it, actually, so that's pretty good.
Oh, Valkian, I totally recommend cosplay to anyone who's capable of handling the pressure. Don't go into it thinking that it's not going to be pressure, because even if you have pretty casual cosplays, you can still garner a lot of attention, so be ready for that. But if you can, it's super fun, and it's amazingly welcoming. It's really wholesome. You're going to meet a lot of really cool people if you take that step. That's exactly how I feel, honestly, Dongo. I feel that the Avatar is far more interesting and more fun to watch than a real human. I prefer avatars.
I think your face is nice, but I think it's best to do whatever you're most comfortable with. Because streaming should be fun.
Aw, well, I appreciate it, but I like my kitty. And I like giving people, like, something more interesting about the stream, like different layers to the stream. Like, you guys can fully customize me. I think that's really cool. And I like seeing what you guys come up with. Like, every week, I'm basically an art project for chat.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Exactly, Evie. All bodies can be amazing. The important thing is that you're happy. What is all that? Is that what's coming out of the? Is that money? You're getting paid.
I don't know why I'm suddenly getting paid by the totem.
The totem is paying.
Going a whole week between gameplay It maybe is a good exercise for my memory, but oh my god, I never know what's going on anymore.
Aw, that's really good to hear, Wheel. She got your med for you? That's really cool.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, Valk, it sounds like a really cool game. Like I said, I think only the kaiju sections are what people are having any issues with, but everything else seems to be really good. You're very shy with people, then you start doing a podcast. Those are cool. We've done one. They're really fun.
It was a lot of fun. I thought I was going to do really terribly, but I think that all depends on who's interviewing you, and they did an amazing flipping job. Made it really comfy.
If you guys don't have a podcast, have you considered doing one of your own?
Yeah, you could create your own.
Dongo, maybe you're still alive.
I think so.
We'll have to take a look.
I'll have to see if there's a way to... Oh, can I get anyone up? That would be a good way to see if you're alive. No, it's still cooling down. Okay. Oh, thank you for the contribution. I think there's a way to look at a list of everybody, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, Resident Evil Village for just $9? That's a good deal.
That is a deal. Holy crap. $9?
Hey, Apple Pies, nice to meet you. I like the name.
Apple Pies, welcome in.
Your friend and you started doing a true crime podcast just because you love talking crimes and such. A lot of fun. Podcasts seem like a lot of fun to run. We've only been guests on one. I guess in some ways our stream could probably be kind of have a... We've had a few folks say that our stream kind of has a podcast feel to it.
Yeah, we do sort of talk about, like, game news and things if there is anything.
I think generally podcasts don't focus much on the chat because they focus on the conversation, but kind of like it's kind of like you guys are our podcast guests.
Oh, right. Somebody said I should be upgrading these because it uses the same amount of materials.
Yeah, instead of fixing the beds, upgrade them to houses.
I can't do houses, but...
Oh, we'll find out eventually, Dongo, if you're alive. We'll probably see you just milling about.
Yeah, I'm gonna check when... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. When I can resurrect again, I can check that list.
You can't put them in any of those squares?
Which squares? Bangs are stabbing me in the eye.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. My bad.
It has to be a better version. So I need to... Oh, you know what? I think you are still alive, because for some reason the game decided that you're, like, the spokesperson. So you're telling me about, like, the new content.
That's
and stuff
right,
when I come into the
Dongo
game.
Right. Anytime Devolver has anything to say about, not Devolver, who's the folks who made this one? The devs. Crap.
I just saw it a second ago.
I'm trying to remember their logo. But anyway, anytime the devs want to tell us about something, you come up to the front of the village and tell us.
You're right there. There's a lot of names over there, but I see you in the massive names. You're helping with the buildery. Okay, since everyone's got that, I'm gonna make some materials so that I can make some more houses.
Oh, is that a role you can get, Dongo? A preacher? We've just been kind of winging it in this for so long now, Dongo. I think we're ignoring so many mechanics and so many things. Because I watch other streams and I see they have super fancy towns.
Mine's a mess. I think this does something. Oh, I can't make it. No, just kidding. What is this? Oh, I need to make another one of these.
Kind of do both. Ooh. It's just fun to pick a topic that you enjoy and just chat. That's what we do exactly, Apple. We just we get most of our topics from you guys in chat, and then we just kind of hang and talk about it. The only real difference between is that because there's two of us, I think that's what has the podcast kind of vibe.
Yeah, so even if there were nobody in chat, we would still be probably bouncing stuff off of each other.
Do we need to hold an exorcism for Dongo?
He's channeling the developers.
We've got to get the
Possessed.
devs out of him.
Oh.
They've taken over his body.
Max Devotion. What's up, Fried? How you doing? Good to see you. How was your Halloween?
Oh, right. Welcome in. How are you? Is it Max? Oh, I need to make some food.
Dongo, I like that emote. It's like a cultist fox.
Oh, that's cute.
Wait, maybe not a cultist. Oh, it is cult. It is.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it is a cultist fox.
Duh.
By Lucid Fox.
You
The
need to
art
go-
is by Thermal
Yeah.
Night. I've heard of Thermal Night.
Podcast is a pretty saturated market now. Oh, I don't blame you at all. I don't have control of the game. I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, you guys tried it for 7 years and decided to call it quits? It is really difficult to build.
We can definitely relate to that because we were at it for a very long time before anything happened.
Yeah, we actually started doing YouTube, and we started with YouTube and went to Twitch, and that was like 2016. And we made like no progress for like 2 or 3 years. We had very few Well, I'm not going to say no progress. We made some good friends.
Yeah, we made some absolutely excellent friends. People.
Who, most of
What
which are
words?
actually still with us to this day.
Yeah.
Frog Fennel, Ned, she's one of our oldest viewers that's been around since like 2017.
Yeah, and you'll know Dave and
Yeah,
Rags
that
and
one.
Audio.
That one right there.
Ooh. I'm kind of glad there are so many podcasts, though, because I really enjoy listening to podcasts. Oh, I don't have control of the game, by the way. Psst. Psst.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. My bad. I keep forgetting that whenever I do anything, I take control from Sash.
Well, how did I burn that? Oh my god.
Did you burn the grass?
I burned the grass.
You burned the yard.
What
Sash is out
happened?
here setting the yard on fire.
Oh no, Dosick.
Dosick died.
Oh. I love how everyone's just like, oh. Okay.
Our cult now is totally immune to death. They just come over and look and they're like, oh, go back to their business.
Oh.
Yeah, Ned has been around with us for a long time. She's one of our emote makers. She made our Anya, our smug Anya cat. We've also got, let's see, Rags is still around. Audio's been around for a long time.
Oh, and Cybera.
Yeah, Cybera's been around for a heck of a long time.
Yeah, I think she was in the comments. Oh, and Lucas. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Oh,
I was
what's up,
kind of
Green?
curious about that as well, Ralph. Everyone's eyes are glowing white. I think that's
it-
because of the max devotion.
It's yeah, I think they can level up, but it's so hard to talk to everybody.
Please sacrifice me in your glorious name.
Green, that ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry.
He looks so hurt. Why
I'm sorry,
hurt the baby?
I can't kill you, man.
You hurt the baby by not hurting the baby.
Yeah. Oh, is this already done?
What's up,
Oh,
Stoic?
dang.
How you doing?
Stoic, welcome in. How are you?
You love doing interviews because then you feel like you made new friends afterward? Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
Zang. Our friends, we haven't even known them a year yet, but our friends, they're fellow Capcom creators, Skoy Skull and Jal Bagel. They do a podcast called Gamer Breakfast.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
And they've been really working really hard on that too. And they can definitely attest to how tough it is to grow. They're making some pretty good moves though.
Yeah, they're getting really good guests that are helping build their stuff. They're doing an excellent job with it, and their podcasts are really entertaining. I watch them every time there's a new one.
Yeah, and when they had us as a guest, and we were actually pretty nervous beforehand because we
I
thought
was so nervous. Oh my God.
interview, you know, so you get interview. When you think interview, you get nervous. Oh, that one's so cute, stoic. She's just nomming on her onigiri.
That's precious.
But you think like interviewing, you get a little bit nervous, but the way they do it is it's just a conversation. We just had a conversation, went from like anime,
that's how it felt.
Gaming, Monster Hunter, fitness, a whole bunch of different topics, and it felt really really natural. Asmodan, what's going on? How are you?
Asmodan, welcome in. How are you? Jelly donuts.
Why are you getting so much money from the pillar?
I'm not exactly sure. I think I upgraded it or something. Everyone's got a bed, right?
Asmodan, we did one for Gamer Breakfast like 2 months ago. It's been out for a little while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great working with them on it.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
And they were really patient with us because we had a lot of difficulties with getting the interview to work because
with the VTuber and stuff.
Because of my avatar and because Sasha and I are in the same room, we had to figure out an entirely different microphone situation for a Discord call so the interview would sound right.
I got so many dudes, man.
Yeah, that.
Oh, you were in a podcast for work?
That's definitely how
really
it should be, Apple.
Well, thank you for the contribution.
Because it felt really natural. Like we were
it should just be like a conversation.
Yeah, it was like a 2-hour conversation. It was great.
Yeah, it was so much fun. The time like flew by. I could not believe it.
That's how you did interviews too. That's the best way, in my opinion. And it went a long way to help us feel better about it, because I think the next time, if there is a next time that we end up being interviewed by anyone on a podcast, we end up showing up on one, I won't be nearly as nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we were to do another one, I would look forward to it rather than being really anxious about it.
Oh, that's what it means. Okay, Pineapple just clarified. The reason you're getting coins is because you've got max devotion, so you've gotten all the cult upgrades. So now all devotion you collect are coins instead. So you can make your super neighbor. Is that how people are making these super cool looking villages? Because we've been struggling for money.
Yeah, I was at first, but man, not now. Crap. Portia, I don't know where to put my arm.
Yeah, as far as the final boss, I think we're in the third area.
Yeah, I'm at the Scorpion.
We've been taking it super casually.
I need to get good. I'd be getting dead.
You have another planning session for your podcast episode coming up?
Who does?
Wheel. I didn't know you actually did a podcast. I'm sorry if you mentioned that and I don't remember it.
I flippin' love podcasts. If you want to link it, we'll definitely watch it.
Do you talk about like gaming, pop culture? Do you go with like all sorts of stuff, or what do you cover? The best parts is when people would go off track and tell stories and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I went off track."
No, yeah, that's the best.
That's really cool that you want to hear about that. I'm always up for hearing other people's stories, but I know I can drone on and on when it comes to my own, unfortunately.
I love the stories. I mean, I've heard a lot of them, but I have a bad memory, so it don't bother me.
I think I've stretched our poor chat's attention span like for exorbitant amounts of times with some of my stories. I'm trying to get better at truncating and
I don't think it's a problem if they're long. But it is pretty easy to fall behind on the chat. So I try to not talk too long on a particular topic.
Oh yeah, Pineapple. If you're doing this as a speed run, our run might actually, our run might actually irritate the heck out of you because I think we're
it's a slow run for sure.
Yeah, I think we're on like day 120 or something. I don't even know. Oh, you did mention that. Yeah, the disability podcast. Yeah, the one that you're gonna be on. Okay. I think I read that wrong, Wheel. My bad.
Oh, so you're gonna be guesting on a podcast?
Oh,
So we'd love
Asmodean,
to
I
see
really
it if you're
appreciate
comfortable with
that. I don't know how much I can believe it, but I appreciate that, Asmodean. You too, Ned.
Oh, I missed what Ned said. Oh, yeah. I think stories are good. And I'm glad that you can talk on old school anime because I haven't seen a lot of them. Oh, thank you for the little dude.
Oh, chat gave you a lemon? What is that?
Lemon.
Oh, it's like a little star?
shiny dude. I don't know. Oh, it's
Wait.
gone.
Where'd it go?
Huh? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Temporary little dude, I guess.
You have stories, you just don't want to be a wall of text here. Stories are cool. Oh, stigma, that's a really big topic right there, Wheel. Stigma is definitely something that I feel is by far and away one of the most valid and important topics out there, because that's the only way we're going to get past it, right? It's by getting it out there and discussing it. You're a pro at speaking about nothing in particular, Ned?
That is a skill, honestly. Being able to just, like, talk, I think it's flipping great.
Conversation
really
generation. You can just generate conversation from nothing.
Exactly.
It's like the forbidden alchemy.
I think it comes naturally to a lot of people, but for some people, it's, like, really difficult.
Yeah, Pineapple. We are like really taking it slow because we're always. It's because we're always chatting, so I think we honestly do burn a lot of time. But we also do a lot of like anytime we see a villager, we grab a villager because we're trying to recruit everyone in the world into our cult.
See how ridiculously huge we can get it. I really didn't need wood. I don't know why I chose that one.
And we also don't sacrifice anybody outside of the occasional accidental ascension.
Yeah, that was incredibly stupid. I mistook Ascension for Resurrection.
Oh, Asmodean, Valkyrie Elysium is quite good.
Oh man, I love it. It's beautiful. I really like the character models.
The character voicing is good. The story's pretty good. The combat can be a little bit on the slow end, a little bit laggy, kind of janky, but not as bad as you'd think. Like, there's definitely... if you ever played like Chaos Legion, I really think of Valkyrie Elysium as like modern day Chaos Legion. You just change the topic every 3 seconds somehow, Ned? That's the one thing I have a problem with. Not with you doing it or with that. Well, I have a problem with changing topics. I tend to want to talk on a topic way too much, honestly.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like that. I get distracted and start talking about something else out of nowhere.
Bones, you've been reading a book called Inhuman by Eric Leland. It's available on Amazon. It's a book that combines military and supernatural themes. You've been really enjoying it, and Leland himself is a military vet. Sounds really interesting, Bones.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Sounds like I like when they mix like real world and supernatural kind of stuff, or real world and like really technical kind of stuff. I remember reading a story years and years ago that was about a group of Marines that their like military technology had gotten so advanced that they could download or upload their memory to the cloud, like their memories and personality.
I've heard of what you're talking about.
And they would go out on all these missions. They were like one of the elite groups, but they would go out on suicide missions. And basically, the whole book was about like how their mental health was deteriorating as they went out on more missions, because they would remember everything. It would upload their memories all the way up until the point of death. So they would remember all these lives, all these times they went out on missions, and you know, there was a lot of really bad things that happened to them, and they would remember all that, and then all of a sudden, it would be like they woke up from a really bad nightmare in a pod, because they would just generate another body for them, download the memories, the personality and everything, but they remembered everything all the way up to the point of death. So it like went over them and their interactions with each other. It's really interesting. Quite dark, though.
It does sound really dark.
I wish I could remember the name of that flippin' book, though.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. Enemies in the next room gonna be harder. You're really bad at sticking to one topic. I wish I wasn't that. I wish I could let go of topics easier. If I could change anything about myself, I would want to be able to just let go of topics. Martyred! Back to town we go. Twitch chat has demanded that you go back and take care of them.
Okay, yes. I think I need to talk to some people in the VIP lounge.
Have you read Altered Carbon or watched the Netflix series? No, it doesn't sound familiar. Memory Story sounds like it shares some themes. I love those kind of stories. Altered Carbon. I'll have to remember that one.
Oh, wait, they're still dissenting. Oops.
You let him out and then you had to put him back.
Yeah, I didn't realize. It looked like it was empty.
Have you re-educated them?
I did.
You used to do competitive public speaking wheel? Also did like a TED Talk? If it weren't for my...
Yeah, that's cool as heck.
If it weren't for like my my fear of crowds, which I'm kind of getting over, but I don't get enough practice or interaction to do that kind of thing to get too used to it. I think I could probably get into something like that. I think I would enjoy it. The first season is with Joel Kinnaman. Second season's Anthony Mackie. They play the same character.
I don't know that.
Unfortunately, I am absolutely abhorrent with names.
Same. 103.
And I very rarely watch actual, like, live action stuff. I'm extreme weeb all the way. I want to see Black Mirror, though. I've heard so many cool things about Black Mirror and the technology involved. It's on YouTube. I will not link it. Whoa. Okay, I looked away from your screen. I looked up and I saw all of your cultists like stretched out like some kind of weird eyeball bearing octopus for a second. I was like, what is going on?
Wait, someone's dissenting? Hello? Hmm? Oh, it was Kenshin. Sure.
You're big into binge watching anime, but lately you've just been waiting for the weeklies and putting binging off. That's what we used to do, Apple, but Sash doesn't like to binge that much, so we just watch everything as it comes out. I will binge. If I've got time, I will sit there and watch an entire cour of anime, like in one sitting. I haven't done that in a long time, though. Just don't have the time.
Oh,
Did Bax die again?
I think this is the first time.
Oh, Max. I thought
Max.
you said Bax.
Oh no, I think Bax is still good.
I was gonna say, Bax, that's gonna be like his 3rd death, right?
Why is everybody sick? What happened?
Hey, nice. You got another drop. That's good. I'm glad they're working.
Hey!
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's really good.
Man,
I love
Chainsaw
seeing
Man
all
is
the...
amazing.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, it's amazing.
I love seeing all the power cosplays. There's been a lot of power cosplays going on.
I can see why. Power's amazing. I really love Power. Wait, who's this? Oh, Knife Kitty. What?
Who dat?
Knife Kitty.
Knife Kitty, no! It's okay, Knife. It's okay, Max. They're just naps. They're extended naps. We'll see you when chat gets you up. You're waiting for the dub releases of Spy Family?
Oh, Spy Family's good too.
My Hero Academia Season 6. We just got back into My Hero Academia and got caught up to current. Devil's a part-timer? Yeah, we've actually watched the first season and we've watched about halfway into the second season. We're because we watched them right back to back recently, we're having a little bit of a hard time sticking with season 2 because the entire art team changed for it. So it's like all the characters look different and the expressions are different, so it's kind of jarring.
Yeah, I think the last studio they had actually was better.
Yeah, the first season studio I think was way better. It's getting a 3rd season soon, right?
Is it?
I heard the Devil's a Part-Timer's getting another season soon, I think. A podcast that you listen to, which is 2 anime rappers now. That already sounds interesting. The 2 hosts absolutely love Power, and they spent a while gushing about her. She's an awesome character. There's so many things. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a lot of things about Chainsaw Man that I'm really curious about how they're going to animate it, because there's a lot of really explicit stuff. But so far, they've done an amazing job, so... If anyone can do it, it's Mappa, because Mappa will literally animate anything.
I have been enjoying the animations so much. Like, they put so much love into, like, even mundane things. Like, while he was doing the housework, everything was so smooth and lovely animated. Like, so good.
Pineapple was asking if you did the brainwashing ritual. Several cultists tend to get sick after that.
Oh, fudge. I forgot about that. That's what it was. Yeah, it was like years, wasn't it, between seasons for Devil's a Part-Timer?
Yeah, I think it was. We just went straight from season 1 into season 2, so we saw the changes immediately, and it was like almost as jarring to me as if you were to play Xenosaga 1 and then Xenosaga 2, like right back to back to each other. It's incredibly jarring how different they are. And the time difference is like a matter of minutes. Like, because Saga 1 ends on a ship, and Saga 2 begins as that ship is porting where they were headed to. Gotta go to sleep, Uko. Have a good sleep. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Hope your week is awesome.
Have a lovely sleep and an awesome day tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out.
A follower of
Like out of
Endhawks?
boundaries.
A follower of Endhawks?
Endhawks? What is Endhawks?
You only get disappointed when animes only get 1 season if they're really good. I'm really hoping that's not the case with Dorohedoro Bones.
God, I hope not.
They
I
do
love
have, at the
Dorohedoro.
end of season 1, they do have a look. They do have a preview of season 2, so, and it is animated. So I'm hoping they've already just started work on it. It's going to happen. But we've heard, like, nothing about it.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
You gonna go sleep too, Pineapple? I hope you have a lovely sleep and an awesome day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Have a great one, Pineapple. It's nice seeing you. Take it easy. Hope your week is amazing.
Yeah, it was lovely chatting.
Can't binge anything, like you only watch 30-minute shows or 1 hour long show, then you have to watch something else.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, that's how Sasha is.
Oh, fudge.
Kitty better not flex out of boundaries.
Is that what happens if I'm like out of the screen? With Excel World, you've been waiting 10 years for a second season. Oh, it's from the same author as Sword Art Online.
Oh man, Ebby.
Oh man.
Ebby, you're waiting for Excel World as well.
Excel World was good. That's the one with the main character that,
The Buta?
yeah, I flippin' love that anime because the protagonist didn't have, like, the same body type as, like, every other dude. He was so cute.
Right?
I love that guy.
Excel World, in my personal opinion, I feel was better than Sword Art.
Oh yeah, I would agree. I think it was better than Sword Art.
Now, I really loved the first season of Sword Art. The first season had a lot of thrilling exchanges, had a good feeling of adventure to it. I really did enjoy Sword Art, but...
And it's usually well animated. I do like to look at it, I guess. I'm not that big a fan of the story, though.
I do much prefer Excel World.
Yeah.
And the thing is I've seen, like, mobile game collabs with Excel World, like, very recently. Like, people, like, there's games that still do Excel World collabs. It's like, just get us the freaking anime. Get back to it. Come on. Do it now. With COVID really pushing fitness and everything up there, I'm surprised we didn't already see a season 2 of How Heavy Your Dumbbells.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I feel like it would do really well. Oh, it was a gift.
You were watching an anime called Legend of Legendary Heroes, and oh, you actually watched that one too, Bones. That was quite a good one. Yeah, they left the end of season 2 open. They never came out season. That was the one disappointing part. I actually really enjoyed Legend of Legendary Heroes. I like a good space opera though. And that one was a nice one. Reminded me of Gundam in a lot of ways. Gundam or
Gundam.
crap. No, All Noah Zero, yeah.
Oh, I love All Noah Zero. Holy crap, that one's good. Man.
Does it, Ebby? Does it? Because we're past Gun Gale and all that. We're up to the point, like, we just got up to the point where... Not to be specific about the story, but after Kirito recovers from his big thing. And the story's... it's okay.
Yeah, they've gotten somewhat away from flipping everybody being in love with Kirito for no reason, but...
I don't know. I really wanted to not... I wanted them to not focus on Kirito for a while, and even when they couldn't focus on him, he was still somehow always kind of shoehorned in there. I think I'm just Kirito'd out, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Kirito to pass the torch. Like, really pass the torch.
It was cool when they had a second pro tag for a little bit, but now he's not there anymore.
Yeah, that happens so much, Ralph, where they continue the manga. Like, pretty much the anime tends to be like a glorified commercial for the manga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really common.
Hey, Obi, how you doing?
Oh, Obi, welcome in. How are you?
Drinking the dew and playing the various ARPGs.
Gaming.
What are some of the ARPGs you're playing?
Yeah.
I hope Star Ocean is one.
There's a heckin' lot of ARPGs out right now.
Haven't
you heard the good news?
What's up, Heretic? How you doing?
Heretic, welcome in. How are you?
You think the best
Lord and
two
Savior
space
Kirito.
anime are Gurren Lagann and Outlaw Star? Good.
Ooh.
Good taste.
Yeah.
Good taste.
Oh, thank y'all for bringing Nick back.
Have you heard the good news about our Lord and Savior Kirito? I'm good. Slam store in face. Smile.
Yeah, I'm alright. Oh my god, just talk to the totem.
Banner of the Stars? Banner of the Stars. Why does that one sound familiar? Banner of the Stars, is that the one that had all the various and sundry characters that had, like, some of them were robotic, some of them were animals, some of them were, like, alien, some of them were just regular old boring humans for some reason?
That sounds pretty cool.
They were I think they were students in a school. I could be getting this completely wrong, though. Star Ocean is definitely an ARPG, one of the best.
Oops. Oh my god, how am I burning grass?
All right, Olby. Yeah, you've been streaming Torchlight Infinite, haven't you? I want to play Torchlight Infinite, but I do have to ask, Olby, how is the FOMO on that one? Does it have a bunch of daily quests and a bunch of things that you have to do to keep
Space
up?
elves?
Ralph, is your dude old already?
Oh, dang, he is. Oh, he's ready to level 2. Oops.
Genshin maintenance just ended.
Oh.
Speaking of FOMO,
You can get back into the Genshin.
just gotta wait
Oh,
for
I thought y'all were done.
the files to finish. Ned, I read that wrong at first. I thought he said just gotta wait for the elves to finish verifying. I think it's because someone said space elves. Gotta verify those elves. Oh, my bad. I might have been messing with your controls a little bit.
Oh, I didn't notice if you did.
Meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
Meow.
Could make that a
Like
redeem. Roy has to meow instead of speaking for 1 minute.
Speaking meows. I need to talk to a guy, I think, for an upgrade thing.
You gotta talk to a guy, huh?
Yeah, I gotta talk to a guy.
Who do we gotta talk
about
to?
a thing. This mushroom guy, I think.
Oh, right. I think you were doing some with the mushroom dudes.
Yeah, I forget what the heck he wanted me to do.
The Spore Grotto.
Hey, guy.
In the grotto. In the grotto.
Why don't you want to talk?
You've been spending the
mushroom
night
sculpture.
continuing your quest to unlock everything in Doom Eternal. Man, Doom games are so much fun, Drock. Oh, you don't stream? I was thinking you were a streamer, Olby. Someone has been playing Torchlight Infinite. Who is that? I'll have to go check out who that is, because I just saw him on earlier today, and I was like, I want to watch that game get played before I buy it. Or buy into it. I think it might be free, isn't it?
Oh man, online games do be like that, Ned.
Oh, yeah,
He
so you can get
doesn't know about
in-game
you,
without
right?
spending a dime on it, okay? No
Mushroom
dailies?
sculpture.
Ooh, I might have to consider it then. I love Torchlight, the first one. The second one was fine. I think it was a little bit overwhelming, so I didn't play it as much as part 1. And the user interface for Torchlight 2 was... It left a lot to be desired.
Oh, that's a lot of gold bars.
You always remember the first time you downloaded Genshin? You kept, you were getting excited because you thought you had finally installed, and then another loading screen. I think I remember you talking about this, Ned, when you were trying to get into it.
Yeah, a lot of online games are like that. 14 is pretty bad. Like, it'll take a century to download the game, and then once you get into the game, it's got to download all the updates. Could take all day.
Dark fantasy anime. One that immediately comes to mind would be Grimgar.
Man.
Grimgar is beautiful. It is a gorgeous kind of it's like an isekai, but it's more realistic. Like, the people in it they have very difficult times living in the world they're in. They're not trying to save the world or anything. They're just trying to survive against, like, goblins. And it's insanely difficult. It just follows their day-to-day lives as they try to survive in this quest that they've picked up, and they're not sure if they can complete it because the monsters they're after are just way more than they can handle. Hey Alex, what's up? Nice to meet you. Doom's a great game, but Doom Eternal is not as good. A lot of systems going on. I've heard a lot of people have that complaint about it. My favorite Doom was probably Part 3. I really like the atmosphere in Part 3. And I like the fact... Oh, Plush, have a great night. I didn't notice you said that. Have a great night and an awesome week.
Yeah, have a good sleep whenever you do and an awesome day tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out and chatting.
Oh, Olby, were there some mods that made the UI better? Maybe I'll go back and revisit it then. I almost beat it. I did play it quite a bit. I just didn't play it as much as Torchlight 1. Like, Torchlight 1, I ground the Midnight Oils down with that one. I beat it, like, I maxed out, like, every single character in Torchlight 1. Oh, but yeah, Doom 3, I love the atmosphere, and I love that I could go around and beat up everything with my flashlight. Flashlight was OP.
The flashlight was?
Mm-hmm. I helped do quality testing on that flashlight at id Studios, so I'm pretty proud of how OP it ended up in the main game.
You feel
tried to play Genshin, but the load time... Oh, load times are bad? I don't think I ever had... Oh, were you playing on mobile, Zhang?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it was pretty bad on mobile.
Was mods for the characters. Oh. The UI was what I really didn't like. I'm sure there are mods for that, though. I never thought about using mods with Torchlight 2.
Thank you for the contribution. Life ages you.
Ooh, Doom 64 is really good, too. Doom 64 just had nice, thick graphics. Like...
Did you say thick graphics?
Man, N64 graphics are so thick.
So thick.
But Doom 64 was like, it was like sprites, like pixel art sprites layered onto 3D models, and it looked really cool. I love the way it looked.
Maybe I'm biased because it was my first system, but I really like the 64.
Drock, your favorite's Doom 2016. I enjoyed that one too. It was quite good. The music was just flipping fantastic. It really makes me sad that they had a dispute with their composer, though. Makes me worry about the future of Doom music.
What does?
The fact that id Studios had a big dispute with the composer for Doom Eternal and...
Yeah, I did hear about that.
What's up, Dave? More like Mood 64.
Mood 64. Dave, welcome in. How are ya?
That was the same reason you never played Fortnite, Ned?
Oh, dang.
I got into Fortnite. Sasha and I got into it as founders because we wanted a good co-op tower defense game. I wanted a good co-op tower defense game, and I kind of talk Sasha into getting into it with me.
Do you still have the thing where you get like ridiculous amounts of llamas?
I don't know if it applies to Battle Royale, but yeah, I get daily llamas. That was a part of it.
Man, I wonder how many you would have, like if you should do a video on just opening a whole crap ton of llamas.
A Fortnite llama unboxing? I think we're past that.
No?
I think we're okay.
Sad.
I do like watching things like that.
Same.
It's just I wouldn't have any idea what I was getting. Like,
this is true, yeah.
Like everything that I would get would be like, is this good? I have no idea.
Or meat, no.
You're currently in mourning, Dave. Mourning the passing of spooky season. Yeah, it's Christmas season now already. We're trying to keep the fall alive, but you're playing on PC. Otherwise, you told the game to verify the load. Every time you played, that sounds like it was really annoying.
Oh. Yeah, that would be incredibly irritating.
Yeah, Doom games are always really cheap on Steam.
I think you get more Primo Gems if the maintenance goes over long.
Maybe Gordon didn't finish the soundtrack on time, so someone else finished it. And there was a fight about... Yeah, that's what it was, Alex. I couldn't quite remember what it was.
I can't blame him for being mad about that.
I was thinking that they were kind of like... There was a little bit of wrongdoing, or a little bit of... There were not wrongdoing, there were mistakes made on both sides of that one, so...
Yeah, I mean, I know they have deadlines and stuff, but having someone else finish it, what the heck? Oh, no worries at all, Crash. If you gotta go to sleep, definitely take care of yourself. Get to sleep. I hope you have a very good sleep and an awesome day tomorrow.
Yeah, have a great night, Crash. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, it was lovely to have you.
Have an awesome week.
The bestest of weeks.
It was supposed to be over 30 minutes ago, Ned. We need to riot.
You better get so many bonus Primo Gems. 88.
You still... us talking about the heavy metal music and Doom music, I was just about to bring up Hellsinger and see if any of you guys had any opinions. Dave, did you ever try Hellsinger? I've watched some streams of it. It looks really cool. Wait, Serge Tankian did the soundtrack for Hellsinger? Really? I wasn't aware of that.
Mismanagement, yeah. There's a lot of that goes on in games.
There's way too much of that in the game industry lately.
It's really unfortunate.
That's why most of my over like the past 3 or 4 years, most of my big joys in video games have been indie studio games. Returnal, Valheim, Void Terrarium, Hades, Satisfactory.
Wait, teacher, what were you doing up there?
Yeah, anything that comes out of like Devolver Digital, 505 Studios, Supergiant Games, those are like golden.
Cursed. That's a thing. Launcher, I'm gonna need you to chill. Oh no, Pastel, what happened? The heck just cursed me.
I remember you downloaded the demo, Dave, but... Yeah, I guess... Oh, so you didn't have time for it. Gotcha. Oh, you tried like 5 minutes of it. Okay, cool.
Buku buku.
Wait, did we lose Ralph again?
Yeah.
There's another one down there.
Oh, what the heck? Kindred.
Kindred? Are we about to start another epic saga with you, Kindred?
It said some people were cursed. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're hungry.
Oh, you're starting one of the new jobs tomorrow, Dave? That sounds exciting. Especially at like a secondhand gaming store.
Ooh, that should be awesome.
Is that one privately owned, or is Second and James like a... Is it a franchise? It sounds familiar, but it could just sound that way because I've heard you talk about it so much.
Oh, I need to re-educate everybody.
Launcher, you were framed? I believe it.
No.
We'll just re-educate you, and you'll be good. We'll be good.
Oh, what's up, Dungo?
Oh, it's owned by Books A Million. Maybe that's why I recognize it. Maybe I've seen like a gift card or something that was like, this thing works at these stores, and Second and Charles was on the list. Bones, I love horror games. Sasha, not so much. She's not too much into horror.
I will watch them, but I'm a weenie. I can't play them.
Among the Sleep, you play as a 2-year-old toddler.
That sounds interesting.
all I'm picturing, Bones, there's this game where you play as an infant that has like ridiculous physics, and basically your whole goal is to cause chaos in your household.
Oh, I've seen that.
You can like pick up things like a taser and tase your parents. You can like set stuff on fire and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty funny. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's a game on Steam though. I've seen videos of it. It's hilarious. It's kind of like, reminds me kind of like Goat Simulator.
And Goat Simulator looks really fun.
Discounts are always nice, Dave.
Oh, heck yeah. Usually at game stores, they're kind of garbage.
Among the Sleep, though, I'll have to remember that one. Bones, during Spoopy Month, we were watching a lot of our streamer friends playing a whole lot of very understated survival horror games, or just horror games in general, where like the art style wasn't just crazy. They're just indie games, and they cost like $1 to $5 on Steam.
Oops.
There's a lot of them that are really, really good.
Mm.
You know, games that like maybe take like an hour to 3 hours to complete, but they have really, really good narratives, and their art style lends themselves really, really well to the narrative. Not a fan of horror games, Dave. You like Silent Hill and Village. That's about it.
Hmm.
What about Fatal Frame, Dave?
Fatal Frame sounds terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's amazing. The manga section. Oh, right. You showed us some pictures in Discord, I think, of that earlier.
Oh,
Dave.
yeah. It looked pretty flippin' stacked.
Do you have all the hardcover Berserk books now, Dave? The entire set? I think Rag said he had all of them, but maybe volume 4? Something like that. You weren't listening for a moment, and when you start paying attention, all you heard was, "You can tase your parents with no context."
What?
So, Ebby, I'm trying to remember the name of this game where you can play as a baby. You can play as a baby, and your whole goal is to just... It's like you roam around the house, and you can cause havoc. Like, if you find a taser, you can pick it up and tase your parents. Or, you can, like, set stuff on fire. You can do all sorts of stuff. And, yeah, you just play as the baby and cause havoc. It looks really funny. I can't remember the name, though. Hey, Zhang, have a very awesome night. Get plenty of rest, and I hope your week is awesome.
Yeah, have a great sleep whenever you do, and an awesome week. Thank you for hanging out and chatting.
Oh, right. Okay, my bad, Dave. That was you said Resident Evil 7. I just saw the VII, and I immediately thought Village, because of the way Capcom did Village, like it was 8. For some reason, I think of the V and the I. I immediately go to Village. Fatal Frame is awesome. Don't expect much story out of it, though, but they're great games. They're really good survival horror. At least with my nostalgia goggles activated, they are. I don't know how they are now.
Mm.
So you don't have all the books, but that should change here pretty soon, right, Dave? It's really similar, Alex. Yeah, like the Son of the Mask. It's basically like that. You don't have any superpowers to speak of, but you have access to whatever is in the house. I think it's like randomly... I think it procedurally generates stuff in the house. And you start the game up and you can just kind of break out of your bed and go do stuff. And that's the whole flow of the game. It's one of those like sandbox games where you can just do ridiculous stuff. Just pick up and play, have fun with it.
Hmm.
There's a game coming out, call it a horror game? No release date yet, but there's a trailer for YouTube on it. Oh, is it like by an indie studio? Oh, did you get
It's
your
called Elliot.
You look different. Did you get your fleece?
I did. I got
Oh,
the one that
nice.
lets you draw tarot cards. Oh no, there's not enough beds. What? Some break? Oh, yep.
Kentrid, what's going on? How you doing?
Kindred, welcome in. How are you?
How is your evening going? Twitch, stop micromanaging me. Twitch keeps giving me all these reminders. Do this, do that. Super busy, Kentrid. I feel that.
Yeah.
This
I hope it was a bit busy.
Yeah, this whole month is gonna be crazy busy for us. I hope it eases up for you soon. You can chill out.
Yeah.
Busy can be good though. One sec, I need to borrow the mouse. Twitch's dang old reminders are eating some of my chat space. Their rude commentary. There you go. You're good.
Oh, thank you.
I just need to kill their stupid windows because they don't go away. They come up and they're like, remind people to do this or do that. And then they just sit in my chat, like at the bottom of it.
You would change and shower at work to save time? That's a really good idea. I've never had a job where that was an option.
Oh, Alex, when I was a lineman at the internet company, my hours were from 8 a.m. to question mark. We get out sometimes at like, there were some days I got off work at like 2 or 3 a.m. So I always kept a comforter and a pillow in my car, as well as like a travel kit for getting cleaned up, some shampoo and toothbrush and all that. Cause I'd have to go, sometimes I'd finish at like 2 a.m. and I had an hour commute both ways. And if there was traffic, it was even worse. So there's no point in going home. I would go straight on back to the garage, park my truck, go into the garage part, had a bathroom. I would just get as cleaned up as I could there, and then go sleep in my car.
Man, I do not blame you.
Yeah, Kentrid, you're in jail. You were dissenting. There's always something
Yeah.
going on with you, Kentrid.
I think... Was Kindred free? Or... No, I think it was Launcher. The next day, though, you should be.
Hey, look at that. Look at those
First
builds.
attack, map...
Everyone on Hoyo Lab is flipping out about extended maintenance.
Oh, no.
Don't they always, Ned?
I can't blame you that. I can't stand when my game goes over long. You only get so much gaming time.
You're a cook at a golf club. You just closed
Ooh,
up. Well, I hope
that's
you.
cool.
I hope your shift was good.
Yeah.
Hope you get a nice amount of time after work to sit back, kick back, chill. Oh, there's a gym next to your new job, Dave. That's awesome.
Oh, heck yeah. I hope it's a good gym.
You want to take full advantage of it? What's a good beginner's routine to start getting into physical shape? The only thing we really do is watch YouTubers.
Yeah, I would recommend that to anybody, because even if you don't know what you're doing, if you're doing like a follow-along workout, they demonstrate proper form and work all the muscles fairly evenly. You just want to make sure to work your like push and pull muscles fairly evenly.
Hey, Drock, have a great night. Take it easy. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Jock, have a lovely sleep and a lovely day tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh no, someone died.
Yeah, you
Take it back.
definitely don't want to go too hard at first, Dave.
Yeah,
I mean,
take
honestly,
it very easy.
if you really just want to be safe, I would start doing some testing. You know, get out there on a treadmill, see what you can walk, how far you can run, jog, and start off like I'd spend like an hour on because at this point, cardio is going to be your best friend. Especially if you're wanting to lose weight, cardio. I mean, you can't go wrong with cardio. Like you can skip weights for the most part, but cardio is absolute. You got to do some cardio.
Yeah, both is good, but as far as like improving your health, cardio is the most important.
Yeah, do a
heart's
treadmill
the most
or an
important
elliptical. I'd say get in there for like an hour every night, and then
Or
you
maybe
know
not even.
maybe go do some. Then after that, go do some light weights. Check out. You don't have to start off with heavy weights. Just do some light stuff if you want, if you feel like it. Ask your body like after you're done with the treadmill, be like, do I feel like doing some weight? And if you feel like doing some weight, go do some weight. Then after that, you can hop into like the sauna, if there is one, and then from there, do maybe like if they have a hot tub, do that to help you, ease up your muscles, like massage your legs there so you can ease up the muscles and get your body used to healing, get your blood moving. And then cool off in the pool if there is one. There's a lot of if there is one. I don't know what's in this gym.
Yeah, and depending on how clean it is too, some gym pools and things can be pretty heckin' gross.
Run 12 miles a day? Nah, you can
No.
walk the entire hour if you want.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I usually
Walking's
start
way
off.
underrated.
Yeah, I clock in for work and I hop on the treadmill, and I'm sitting there on the treadmill going about 4% incline and 2.2 miles per hour for while I'm doing stuff. Sometimes I walk for 20 minutes, sometimes I walk for 3 hours. Just do whatever feels good to you. I know that's like way too vague, but it's really the best way to do it. Just hop on the treadmill and whatever you can do. If you need to listen to music to keep you moving, or if you need to listen to some podcasts, watch a stream, watch a funny video or something, whatever keeps you interested and entertained while you're doing it, do that so you can do it as long as you can.
Yeah.
As long as you're entertained and you can figure out ways to make yourself enjoy your cardio, you'll keep doing it. You'll keep coming back and doing it.
Yeah, I'm religious about mine because it is so efficient. Like, it's my game time as well as my cardio. So if I get an hour to play games, I'm also getting an hour of cardio on my bike.
Oh. Ned, thank you for the posture
thank you.
check and stretch.
My posture is so bad right now. What am I even doing?
You're in cat posture.
Yeah.
I'm in cat posture, but
whatever's
I'm a
comfy for
cat.
Portia. Oh, fudge. Why did I move areas? I was not ready. Oh, everyone's dying of old age.
Game's having issues now. It finishes loading completely, then it's like, wait, no maintenance is still going. It seems like a pretty good gym from the looks of it. There's a separate floor for cardio, weights, dancing. Ooh, dancing.
Oh, they got like classes and stuff?
And then they have a long line of machines for people to start on where you use each machine for 2 minutes and then you've worked out all your major muscles.
That sounds excellent.
Yeah, if you got some stuff to catch up on, Dave, I would say do that. Like, make that your thing. Like, make it a goal to use the gym as a means of catching up on all the podcasts you've been missing out, music. You know, set up yourself an entertainment queue and then just integrate the workout into that.
And then it becomes something that you sort of enjoy. Like, I look forward to my cardio because it's also my game time. Oh, you're in A! Congratulations!
Cat swolicism. Cat swolicism. That's funny. If it ever does get a start, I wouldn't be surprised if it was started here.
Or a Church of Buffness.
Oh,
I do try
Madison.
to convince everybody to at least be active.
Bones, I've heard about Madison. Yeah, I've seen a couple of streamers play the early access of it. It is quite scary.
Oh, if you say it's scary, man. That must be flippin' terrifying.
Any of the portable treadmills, we don't have any experience with portable ones per se, but the one that we do have was like a cheapo. It was like $100-$120 on Amazon. It does fold up.
Yeah, I don't necessarily recommend the treadmills. I know the stationary bike seats suck, but the cheaper treadmills are still 2 or 3 times the price, and they tend not to last very long. And they're like a crap ton more expensive.
You used to play games in an elliptical? Yeah, Alex. If
ellipticals are great.
If work isn't that bad,
they can be really expensive too, though.
If it's slow for me, I'll hop on an elliptical and play games. Anytime Sasha's playing and she's not on stream, she's on her bike, her stationary bike.
It was $100. The seat is absolute garbage, but I only play for usually about an hour or so a night on nights that we aren't streaming. So for that, it's perfect, and it was so cheap. And it's got like 3,500 miles on it or something now, and it's still going strong. I got the treadmill that Roy was talking about, I think was like 300. And it's still okay, but
Ooh, thanks for the tarot card, you guys.
Oh, thank you. That is gonna help a lot. Holy crap.
You don't have space, Kindred? The bikes are really vertical. They're pretty
yeah,
they don't take up much space at all. Like the one
Yeah, you can store it in about a square foot of space.
Yeah, the one Sasha uses is actually like right next to her there.
Yeah, it's right here. I can Portia's asleep. If I get a chance, I can drag it out and show y'all. But that's got to be the best $100 I've ever spent.
Oh yeah, Ralph. She got the white fleece recently. She just got it. The one that gives her more build options when she goes into the dungeon.
Yeah, somebody recommended that be the one that I get.
Hey Abby, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, it's been lovely to have you, Abby. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, or you have. Oh, you said night, so I hope you have an awesome sleep and a lovely week.
Yeah, have a great night. The best $100 you've ever spent was on the gecko head, the gecko pyramid head. That figure is worth hundreds now.
Oh, nice. Stonks.
All of my best buys were nowhere near that amount of money. But that's because I was just in the right place at the right time and got stuff on crazy clearance.
Mm.
That's for best. Best 100? Probably one of the Fire Emblem figures.
Oh, yeah, those go bonkers for some reason.
Yeah, I've managed to keep up with the collection on them. Like, I think Tiamo up there, I think I got her for like, I think I got her for like $80.
Yeah, you got her for whatever the original price was when she came out.
Yeah. All the Fire Emblem figures, like, they appraise wickedly well. You got another Noelle? That was it, Ned? Dang.
Aw, man.
Oh, so you just got a bunch of sand or prism dust or whatever it was called. I can't remember.
Hmm.
Geth, what's going on? How are you doing?
Oh, Geth, welcome in. How are you?
How's the homie doing tonight?
I do love Noelle.
Her design is really cool. I love her armor.
Yeah, she looks really cool.
I like when they mix, when they do a good battle dress. The mix of armor and, dress.
Yeah, I really like that too. I think it's a really great aesthetic.
Like the Pleiades Knights in, Overlord. Or the Rathian armor from, Monster Hunter.
I really like, I forget her name in Star Ocean, but her skirt's nice. I like her outfit.
Leticia?
Leticia, yeah.
I just think of Ray saying it that time in the square.
Leticia? He's probably having just as much trouble as us with the name. Like, you just see how it's spelled, and it's like, that's Letitia. But it's not pronounced like that. So you have to think about it before you say it.
Dave, did you get a chance to play that Star Ocean demo yet?
Oh, and if you did you like it?
Because if you like it, I think it'd be really cool if you use your new discount to get Star Ocean.
Oh, you do have that power.
No time yet? I understand.
Yeah, I feel that. I still haven't tried Harvestella, but Square Enix won't give us a copy, so I'm going to try the real thing.
Oh no, Geth, you went and imbibed on the clearance Halloween candy?
Oh no. Man, they clearanced the candy out before Halloween at our grocery store. Shelves were full. I think we'll be hitting the grocery store tomorrow, so I guess we'll see if there's any left, but
Oh,
probably
one
not
sec.
safe to get
Pause.
any. Oh, go ahead.
I just realized I don't think I did a sound check for this game.
Oh, no?
Crap. Do you guys, have you been able to hear any of it? Oh no. You hear nothing? No! I don't even have volume for it. What the heck? When did that happen?
It really doesn't matter all that much which you do first, but most people prefer to do their cardio second so they're not tired for the weightlifting part. But it depends on what your goals are. If you're not trying to lift super heavy weights and build muscle necessarily, then it really doesn't matter. But if you are trying to build muscle, it is better to do cardio second. What did you say?
Dang.
Haven't been able to hear Roy the whole time.
I'm trying to find it. For some reason, the desktop audio is not here. But
Oh, you're just... Oh, no.
I'll just see
It's
if I
been
can
Silent
add it.
Lamb. Which is not that big a deal, but...
This game's got good music, though. Weird.
Hey, it never hurts to work on strength. It can be really useful. Yeah, I imagine cardio especially would help with singing, working on the lung capacity. I bet swimming would be a really great sport for singers. Man, Portia's so cuddly tonight. Oh, I need to move the tablet so y'all can see her better. Oh no, I woke her. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna add this. It might be a little bit loud, but if Sasha isn't doing anything... Oh, there's something going on. 1 second.
Hmm? Yeah, she's awake. I woke her. No.
I might not have a tab muted.
She gotta go right back to sleep. Oh, you said look better. I don't know why I read that as work better. Yeah, that's probably all subjective. Maybe the average person prefers muscles, but not everybody.
Let me know, are you guys hearing something here?
I don't think there is any sound in this menu. Or are you doing something to make a sound?
There's something there.
Oh?
I want to check the sound, but we're out of USB ports. I can't check it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it sounds like.
How does it sound? Yeah, I think it's from the TV here.
Let me turn that off. Let me have... Alright, go ahead and get into the game. Oh, yeah, it looks like that is it. It looks like it's probably a little loud, too. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay. I think you guys can hear it now.
Oops.
You guys can't hear it? Okay, let me know if it's still too loud when Sash gets to fighting. Dang, my
Yeah.
bad, you guys. I didn't even realize that. I need to figure out a way that I can listen in, that I can hear the stream, like get some headphones, because I don't have a USB port. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, we really need to upgrade the PC. It's so bad.
I wonder if the microphone... There is an audio port back here for like a 3.5mm jack. I wonder if I could just
Oh, yeah.
old school it. Throw in a headset there and listen.
I don't know if we have any headphones that work that way, but maybe. You could probably get a really cheap pair.
One sec. I am going to drop that just a little bit because it's looking pretty loud on the plug.
I wonder if the stunning works on the boss. That would be really handy.
There you go. Oh, do you have stun in your build?
I forget what the ability, the magic thing that utilizes the red dots. Stunned the little shooting dudes.
Stun the little shoopy dudes.
Little shooting dudes.
Shooting dudes, okay.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think I saw any shooping.
Depends on what you
That's
think.
some shooping.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely shooping right there.
I don't like the shooping.
Shoopint.
Shoopins. Oh my god.
Sasha's just diving into the fire.
Bruh.
She's
As one does.
She's reliving her Mario days.
Oh, fudge. There's so many people dying of old age. I really need to get back.
PS9, no!
PS9, no.
Sasha's gonna go back and there's just gonna be a pile of bodies.
Yeah, it's bad. Probably everyone's getting sick. Oh, Lord. Yeah, power kind of seems OP.
It is just the oldest bunch of bodybuilders ever.
What is?
The cult.
Oh.
Way buffet. Sasha's out here trying to bring back protein for everybody. And they're all dying.
No. They need their protein.
I wonder if the cultists age a little faster once they're resurrected.
Oh, I don't know. It kind of seems like it, but it may be random. I can't tell.
Can't find a PS5. The PS9 died. Rage. My day is ruined, and my disappointment immeasurable.
Disappointment's immeasurable. My day is ruined.
I think we've got a few followers sitting in the bumper.
Oh, I think so. Is there anyone that wants into the cult? I didn't even think about it. I just figured everyone was in. There are some dudes. I could do a raffle.
We've got new people with us all the time.
This is true. Yeah, I can run the raffle when I get back. I'd be assuming things.
Yeah, if you guys are wanting to get into the cult, we should have a raffle going or ready to go when we get back, so.
Yeah.
Usually this late in the stream, there's not too many people trying to get in there, so if you've been wanting to get in, it'd probably be a good chance.
Yeah, you should have a really good chance.
Oh, I haven't explained the Companion of the Lamb app tonight. If any of you are new to Cult of the Lamb streams, you can join our cult as a cultist. The way you would do that is if you're on desktop, just hover your mouse over the screen. You'll see a little box on the right side that says Companion of the Lamb. Click that and grant it access, and you're good to go. You'll just get prompts whenever you're able to do anything in the game. If you are on mobile, it's a little more tricky. You'll have to go to your web browser, go to twitch.tv, and tell it to view in desktop mode. And then from there, you should be able to do everything like you were on a computer.
I can't believe that they're still hard to find.
Given the chip shortage and everything, and supply line issues, lots of strikes and that kind of thing happening,
True.
There's a lot of things that are still contributing, so.
Yeah, I figured for sure by now, though, it would be easy.
It'll probably be mid-2023 before things are, at normal. I can't say back to normal because it's never been normal with the PlayStation 5, but...
Yeah.
tolerable. And we'll be working, hopefully by that time next year.
I kind of really like these poison claws.
The claws seem a little bit slow, but if you like them.
Oh, fudge.
Remember, he shoots and then charges at you, and then butt skids. There you go. That's probably the best time to hit him right there. Yeah, then he leaves those. Those are doing good against him. That seems like a really good thing to do. He's going to charge, and then you can shoot at him. Nice, you poisoned him.
Yeah, poison's okay. Ah.
You almost got him. That'll be it, one tap. You good?
Oh man, I can't believe I actually did it.
GG.
This dude's been kicking my butt for a minute.
Aw, look at the dude. He's a little spider. He's
Oh,
a big
and the
spider.
legs. He needs a little, like, scorpion tail hat. Gold nuggets, don't need that. Big gift.
Big gift.
Uh-oh, why is FX gonna leave? Oh, fuck. I gotta get back. No.
Has FX been dissenting this whole time?
I guess so. No.
I hope you get a VIP lounge for him.
Yeah, I think I do. Because anyone that's in a VIP lounge should be able to leave.
Oh, you know why? It's probably because you were losing all those times in this dungeon. It was costing you faith.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's very good for faith. Just gotta have some faith. Oh, and they're starving. I don't blame y'all. Okay.
Don't forget to slap FX into the VIP lounge.
Oh, yeah. Cook with the speed. Okay, FX. Oh, he's so mad, but thank you for bringing 3-headed beasts back.
Yeah, thank you, chat. We appreciate you.
Oh, that's a lot of things. FX. Okay.
Once
I
we
think-
get things under control here, y'all, we will do a raffle for a follower.
Yeah, it's pandemonium. Buku buku. You is a free narwhal.
Buku has been freed from his sanity. Welcome
And
back
Kindred.
to the insanity.
Kindred could be free too. Yay.
Kindred is free
He looks so proud
as
of
his
himself.
as his polar bears rage across the screen with their torches. Free me!
Okay, why are we still starving?
You might just need to do a what is it? A buffet?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Do a buffet? This is the way buffet.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but I guess that needed to happen too. It'll let you out. Always. Freedom. Okay, rituals. Let's have some snacks. Those don't look very appetizing.
They don't know where to sit. There's so many people.
That's a lot of people.
It's funny, if you watch the lamb is just looking at both sides of the tables with such glee. Like, they have no idea.
What are they even eating?
You're at 165 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Sickle?
Whoa.
Are you going AFK with it a lot? I can't trust the hours in my games anymore, because
Yeah,
I
me either.
AFK all the time. I pass out all the time.
Oh, maybe Odagon's party wagon. That's a lot of days. Oh, 124.
That's why we train in the way buffet.
It's right.
To not need chairs. We are the chairs.
Mm.
Everyone doesn't even need a chair. They just sit. They do that thing.
Squats.
Yeah, the squat.
Like, what's her face in, heck, what was, that anime with Koga the Kicker? Crap. Kenichi?
Yeah, Kenichi, the strongest disciple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chick in that, like, they were saying she was always training. They took her chair and she was still sat.
Oh yeah, because she was just sitting, like, she was hovering right above her chair because
Mm.
she was just training by not making contact with it. It just looked like she was sitting in it.
Mm. Oops.
Xenoblade Chronicles, I hate to say, it was incredibly too much grind. Especially if you wanted to actually do all of the Blade storylines. Like, there were some of them that were absurd. I can't remember who her name was, but there was an ice one. I remember her being really cute, like fluffy, cloudy kind of design, maybe.
Oh.
But she had the most ridiculous quest line ever. Alright, y'all, if you guys want to join the cult, feel free to do so. Just join the raffle. If not, we can always cancel it for next time, though.
Yeah, I can just wait.
We should actually do our raffles, like, early on in the stream, though, when everyone's still around. I think by this point, a lot of people are going to bed.
Yeah, I probably should have done it immediately. Well, we do have one.
Hey, we've got one, so there's at least one winner out there.
You probably have a very good chance.
I have a really good feeling that you have a really good chance.
Perhaps.
Give it another 30 seconds and
Uncontested.
let her rip.
Okay.
You did everything in the first Xenoblade. You can't imagine how the others are bigger. Yeah, the first one was pretty dang grindy, Kindred, but part 2... Imagine if part 1, if Xenoblade 1, had an extra, like, 45 characters that could have story quests added into that. And it still has a ridiculous amount of side quests and areas to go.
Alright, if we're all good, I'm going to end this raffle. Surfins, welcome in.
Hey, Surfins, what's going on? Good to see you.
How are you? 120 hours. Good lord. Oh, Alex, I'm so glad you enjoy it. It's really sweet of you to say.
Very space opera. Oh yeah, Banner of the Stars.
Oh, kitty.
Ooh, we gonna have another kitty? It's nice to hear us chat and stuff. Well, we appreciate that, Alex. It's been good chatting with you.
Man, that's a pretty color. Oh, what's that texture? That's weird.
Oh, Audio's name was like slipping through the screen. It was weird.
I didn't know that could happen. Alright, I think we're gonna have you refine materials. Why is it so hard to say? Since we only had one in the raffle, I think I will save the follower for next time, and then I'll try to do it earlier on in the stream.
One of us.
Speaking of which, oh, we still got 15 minutes. I don't... Yes, he was one of us? Oh, who's Shin-chan emote? Oh, is it yours? Oh?
Yeah, Surfins is quite the established streamers. I like to lurk in Surfin streams. How your streams, how's everything been going with you, Surfins? Uh-oh, they're speaking through Big Slim. Glorious leader, some elders have been cast from their cult and now seek a place to enjoy their final years. May we let them join ours? All the old people want to join our thing because we don't sacrifice anybody.
I can't blame them.
I guess accept it. Who's hammering?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose faith if I don't. I'll try to remember that it's gonna be an old one next time so I can warn y'all. I may just make them a regular dude so y'all don't have to start old. Oh fudge, I forgot their bodies.
Have a great one, Sickle. Take it easy. Hope everything goes well with you this week. Have an awesome week. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's always lovely to have you. I hope your week goes amazing and that you have a good sleep. And thank you so much for hanging out, if I didn't already say that.
Been mostly just haunting about. Oh, dang, some Razafon. Razafon's classic.
Oh.
So classic that I'm not sure who remembers it anymore. Razafon was good, though.
Why are these broken again? They were working. Oh, this one's broken too. What? Oh, I don't have a body. I thought I carried it.
Oh, it makes sense that they don't do
on the
anything
floor?
if there's no body in them. Can't have too many houses if people are always dying.
I guess I'll upgrade these really quick. Hopefully I have the materials. I probably don't. Well,
You're stacked on cash, aren't you?
Yeah. I just haven't been refining enough stuff. Man, that takes a long time.
Oh, how does chat get into the game? So the way you can join the raffle is if you're on desktop, just hover your mouse over the screen, and on the right side you'll see a Companion of the Lamb app. If you click on that and grant it access, then you'll be able to join. It'll give you prompts when we do raffles, or if you can choose to help or hinder in the chat. And then if you're on mobile, it's a little bit more complicated for mobile. You'll have to actually go to your web browser, go to twitch.tv, and view in browser from there. And then that way you can do the same thing you do for PC. Yeah, we've got a lot of people here, Alex. Like, we have a ton of villagers.
Yeah, there's a heckin' lot.
We just keep recruiting, and we don't sacrifice anyone, so everyone dies of old age, and then chat brings the dead ones back to life, so...
Yeah, it feels bad, man. I can't live with that.
We're like a little self-contained zombie economy going on here. Or not economy. Ecosystem.
Ecosystem, yeah.
You can't die, not in this economy.
Dying in this economy? Crap, I'm not gonna be able to get to the bodies.
Oh, if you guys didn't revive anyone, Sash would have to do all of it, and we'd have quite a few more graves than we have here.
Yeah.
We got a pretty big bounty of burial mounds here.
Yeah, between y'all and the resurrections, so we've been keeping most everyone up. Wasn't there another body? Did I dream that?
Hey, Sognus, how's it going? Good to see you. How's our stream delay going? I think it's pretty good. We're kind of slow on chat, so we're probably not the best one to look or to figure out delay in, but I think it's pretty quick, Sock.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty fun.
Yeah, half the camp would be a graveyard.
Yeah, it'd be scary.
The way Sash is building the graveyard right now, Kintred, I think it would be bordering the entire village. So it'd be like
possibly.
Everyone's just surrounded by the bodies of their neighbors.
That's a terrible thought. I wish there were some like life extension ritual of some sort. Oh dang, so close.
We like to think it's nice, Ralph, but is it really? We don't kill anyone, we don't sacrifice anyone, but like
I try my best, but is it really kindness?
Housing is we've got housing crises going on. We've got food
it comes
crises.
with some problems.
And I think we have something like 5 or 10 followers just waiting to join.
I think it's just 2 now. But they're at least sort of in stasis, I hope.
Oh, I appreciate that, Alex. That means the world to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's incredibly kind of you to say.
The stream wouldn't be that interesting or chill, though, without chat. So, I mean, you guys have at least half, if not more, of the credit for that.
I would argue all.
All. Hey, thank you for the follow.
Oh.
It's funny, I saw Pando say your name, and I couldn't read it in the text.
I'm trying not to burn it.
Don't burn that grass.
Wait, Stoic, why are you crying? What happened? You good? Now you're smiling. I don't understand.
Maybe Stoic was just getting hungry, and then you threw some grass.
Oh, maybe. Oh, PS9! I just know. What?
PS9
Man, he just took a nap.
Cannot be kept at bay because PS9 just died. He's like, PS9's super fresh in the ground. Thank you, chat, for getting PS9 up.
Literally like a couple-minute nap. That's amazing.
You threw him in the ground and he's like, nah, fam. I'm back.
I live.
I wasn't tired enough. PS9 just died, and PS9 just... That shows it's random, though.
Yeah. I'm kind of afraid to go out. The battle's only getting more difficult.
So it's just like, put the last shovel of dirt on PS9, and he immediately sticks his fist up like, nope. It's Kill Bill time.
See if I can upgrade any of these houses. Portia, why are you doing a destruction?
What's she destroying?
The wall. Portia!
Portia!
What are you doing?
Can't be a spider. No spider.
Spider cat.
Portia!
Nabadoo.
Spooter cat. We need these cloth walls to stay intact.
Oh, who was that? Oh no. Oh, Darth, no.
Hey, Scruffy, how's it going? Good to see you.
Oh, holy fuck. Scruffy, welcome in. How are you?
And thank you for the raid, Scruffy.
Yeah, we really appreciate the raid. How was your stream?
Yeah, how was everything going over there? Are you playing more WoW?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, was it WoW tonight?
And good to see you, Raiders. I hope everyone is having an amazing night.
Your emotes are adorable.
We're just here trying to manage our incredibly top-heavy cult that is, we're fighting housing crises, food crises.
Yeah, we got a couple people. One or two.
We are completely beset upon by geriatric cultists, and they're just chilling until they die. And then immediately get dug up by chat, so...
And that has sort of been the theme. I don't know if there's enough time to go back out. We only have a few more minutes.
WoW tonight, Sea of Solitude tomorrow. Sounds like a great time.
Ooh.
I hope you guys had fun over there. We're always so happy to see you, Scruffy. Scruffy and the Raiders, welcome on in. For those of you who don't know us, I am Roy.
I am Sasha. And Portia's on the floor. She's usually in my lap. She'll probably show up in a second.
And around here, we're all about variety gaming, chill vibes, muscles, and cats. Cats are probably... Cats should be first. I should change
Yeah, cats are first.
Well, welcome on in. It's a pleasure to meet all you. Metallica, what's going on? How you doing?
Metallica, hello. How are you? Yeah, we'll probably be ending here in a minute, but it is good to see you and good to chat with you.
Yeah, it's always good to see you, Scruffy.
How as well? Oh, jeez. Hello, Burr. I should probably say, pause. You got words? You want to say hello?
Hey, Portia's come to say hi to you guys. One sec.
She kind of moved her face away. I don't know if y'all could hear her. She did say something. You just got off work, you're good, or you're a bit tired? I hope you got some time for a heck and relax before you gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, I hope you're able to get in some game time or relax time, some kind of good time before you head to bed.
Yeah, have some fun.
Portia gonna come in here and chew on her toes.
Eat those feet. Oh, you have words?
Portia, say something. Meow? Good girl. What? That is a hello to you all from Portia.
Oh, tell your dog says hi. Purr, purr, purr. Such a happy baby.
But yeah, like I said, we are currently nursing our cult, which is starting to look a whole lot like a nursing home. Everyone is happy and healthy until they're not. Everyone's getting old because we don't sacrifice anybody, because that's mean.
Yeah, I can't live with that. That does not make me happy.
So we'd rather learn to be crisis managers.
Yeah, it's a whole mess every time I come back.
Since we just got some raiders in, though, maybe we should do a raffle?
Oh, I could, sure.
If any of you guys are interested in joining the cult, we've got a few followers ready for you guys.
One of them is old, but this is a regular one. Ah.
If you guys are not familiar with Cult of the Lamb raffles, all you gotta do is, if you're on desktop, just hover your mouse over the screen, and on the right side you'll see a Companion of the Lamb app. Click it, get it access, and you can get into the raffle. If you're on mobile, you'll need to go to your desktop, go to your browser, and choose View in Desktop Mode, and then you should be able to go to twitch.tv and join the raffle there. So Scruffy, how was your Halloween? What'd you do for Halloween? Anything fun?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Oh, it was a good one. Oh, dang, you had work?
Oh, you were working? Yeah, we had to work during the day, but luckily we had time to stream in the evening. First time we've done anything for Halloween in a few years.
Yeah, normally we don't do a whole lot. Just maybe a movie and some snacks. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much for the follow.
Do you work somewhere where you're allowed to still dress up? She do be precious. Oh, thank you for the treat for Pando. And you're so precious. Young baby.
We will give the raffle another 30 seconds and then we'll go ahead and pop it.
Oh, you work at home? Oh, so you stayed in PJs. I don't blame you. You did stream? I hope your stream was good. It was really fun to stream on Halloween. I'm glad we did. I don't think that we've done so much for Halloween in a long time, so that was a lot of fun.
So,
kind of like going to a party, but not. Alright, so I think I should probably end this raffle since time is still passing.
and once we get done with this raffle, I want to give
there's one more.
Scruffy a shout out. I would have already done it. My
most
bad,
definitely.
Scruffy. We're sharing a computer for Cult, so if I do
right.
anything, I have to take Sasha's control away from her, so I was waiting for a good time to do that.
I'm going to end this one.
But y'all should all check out. Hey,
Oh,
JP! JP, how you doing? Or wait, no. Welcome to the Cult. Man,
Yeah,
my
welcome
brain
to the
is
cult.
crossed. A
Man, have you been here the
shark.
whole time? Oh, there's a shark?
You guys should definitely
Heck
follow
yeah.
Scruffy.
Yeah, definitely, especially if you're into WoW. Y'all will love her stream. She's a really good time.
Nice chill vibes over at Scruffy's channel. Let me
Yeah,
get
she's an
that
excellent
shout
person.
out up. If you won't pause for
It's
a
a
second.
shark. Aw.
Oh right, you gotta assign him some
I
duties.
think have you refine. Okay,
The
so now we're getting into
duty.
the old ones.
There we go.
Oh, it's all true, Scruffy. Ain't gotta thank us. Dave, am I having a stroke? I can't remember if death was our me present in state of not alive or an existing breath not me in village. I think you're alive.
Oh, whoops.
Perhaps that was the question. Oh, and thank you for the contribution. I think you're alive, Dave. I want to say you are. Portia's doing this little fist with her hand. It's cracking me up.
Oh, whoops. 1 second.
There it goes. Definitely click the follow. Y'all will enjoy Scruffy.
I wasn't aware there was a shark.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a shark. I love the shark. It's so cute. Are you precious?
We had a few people there, though. We could do a couple of more raffles.
I can. If y'all don't mind starting old.
Are we at one of the seniors?
Yeah, I think I just have the one. Oh, thank you for all the contributions. So, if you don't mind starting old, there is an old dude. We do get everybody back up as soon as we can.
Yeah, we don't sacrifice anyone, so you won't
But
die a
I
horrible
totally
death.
understand
It'll just be
if
old
you
age.
don't want to come into the cult already old.
Sasha in chat revives pretty much everybody over time, and when you get revived, you are young again.
You're old as fuck. Must be alive. B for continue leader. My sovereign duty can't be for less no. For B no less, dude. I'm breaking my brain.
Must be alive before continue leader. My sovereign duty can't for be no less do. I
What
will
they
take
doing,
no
old?
less
What?
than the best for be no less do.
Heck.
We'll give this one another 20 seconds.
20 seconds. So specific. We'll give it another 23 seconds. Sorry, it's not cat snacks. It's people snacks. Not interesting.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Okay. I will end this raffle. Golden, welcome to the cult.
Yeah, welcome
I
on
forgot
in.
for a moment what it was.
You know what you know what your luck was? Oh wait, you were the only
No,
one.
whatever man can.
Well, you know, you gave Pando some treats. So it made sure that you got in.
Don't pick the D, you will the B. Oh my god, I can't read. You'll die faster than you can say you like jazz.
Oh,
the
yeah,
dude-
Spooter. I like the Spooters.
Cute.
Look at the webs between
The little
the...
barbed wire hat. Oh, and he's got good stats. Ah.
He's here
Pretty
for a
t-shirt.
he's here for a fun time, not a long time.
Yeah, well,
A good time.
get you up quickly. Okay, so that's all the dang old lads.
I had some ads. They should be pretty short here, though. We keep them as minimal as possible, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
that means that pre-roll ads do still happen.
Breaking the minds of people miles away. Then breaking everybody's mind. Oh, thank you for the contribution. So who doing the thing out there?
Oh, you seeing who's streaming?
Yeah, Jahara Jade is on. I love her. She's beautiful. Does amazing cosplays. Fudge. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Regs is playing Tales of Graces tonight.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I really like Graces.
That seems like fun. Let me see who else. I think Regs would be a good choice. I was just seeing if anyone was doing Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, keep with the theme. And there's also Kios playing some Persona 5. I do love some Kios. I don't know if we have any youngins in the chat though. He's kind of a little bit higher rating than our stuff. You Persona. Persona's amazing. It's not even midnight yet. Yeah, we old. We gotta sleep. Especially because we gotta get up early tomorrow because we got so much to heckin' do. I don't think it's gonna fit if we don't.
Yeah, tomorrow we've got a bunch of errands to do. We've got work. We're gonna be trying to squeeze in an unboxing because we finally got that flippin' Gore Magala creator model.
Oh yeah, we got some unboxings to do too.
And I think we got something
gotta-
from Nissa that we gotta unbox as well for the job.
Sleep is very important.
What else? There's a bunch of stuff.
I gotta break down these pumpkins and make some soup.
Oh yeah,
And
Sasha's
pumpkin
gonna
pie.
be making a soup out them near pumpkins.
Yeah, dinner might be late. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I've never broken down a pumpkin that large.
Let me scoot on over to just Cat in here. See that
Yeah.
pile of pumpkins back there?
Oh, Happy! How are you?
Hey, what's up, Happy? How you doing?
And welcome in. It's your most viewed unboxing? I think we watched that one.
Since he's a
He loved them.
we've watched all of Dave's
Yeah.
all of Dave's stuff. Gotta support the homies. But
Absolutely.
Are
you gonna get your friend a birthday gift?
I'm not sure how well it's gonna do though, Dave, since he is a pretty old creator's model at this point. But we're gonna put him on the shelf anyway, so we figured why not.
Yeah, might as well film it. And I like having a sort of record of all the stuff that we've unboxed because it tells us like approximately when we bought it and if we've opened it. I use our channel as a reference for a lot of things. Like, did we ever get this collector's edition? I could search it. Wait.
Doing a wind down for the night, Happy?
Are you getting a hotel room for a con? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta find
Happy.
somebody that you trust to sleep.
Happy
near.
getting a con hotel is the game changer. It's like it's one of the best things. I know it can be
that's
difficult
great.
to find people to bunk with, but it is so convenient. It is great.
It is really nice.
Especially if you cosplay. If you cosplay, a hotel is almost essential, especially if it's a complex one.
And Dave, we should too, but we probably ain't going to. Our stuff is so jank.
Oh, our video quality for the
Yeah.
what, for the YouTube videos?
Hmm. I mean, our camera is great, but we don't
you-
do any editing.
Oh, you mean editing? I was gonna say our video quality is straight up 4K. Like,
Yeah, the quality is great, but the like content quality, it could probably use some work, but that's okay. We do it mostly for fun anyway.
Wait, the content needs a quality too?
It should.
I thought you just threw stuff out there. Wait, what? This is new to me.
I think your content quality is amazing as well, because your voice is nice and you actually edit. Is 100% it should be. I don't know that it is though. Your friend got a 2-bed hotel for every local con, didn't ask for anything with might have to bite the bullet and just allow people to crash. It's sort of nice to have the company.
Get him to buy you some sushi, Happy.
Yeah, maybe trade room for food.
You want to stay at the hotel room? You must pay the sushi toll. I need me some sushi.
There's sound coming from somewhere. Man, Dave, you ain't gotta do that. That's crazy. That is a lot of work. I mean, if we needed a video edited, we'd probably go to you, but we'd pay you. Because you do good work. We've seen your stuff.
Oh yeah. Especially like, I mean, things have been growing for us a little bit, and we actually are seeing a little bit of a return on things. We were never out for that really to begin with, so if it gets to the point where it's a decent amount, I mean, we're gonna need an editor, so we will definitely keep you in mind, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. Your stuff is really good.
A roll and a B-roll.
Are you drawing him something for his birthday? That's really sweet. You're saving up money for the dealer room? Oh, the dealer room, man. Oh, it's a scary place.
The dealer's room, Happy, used to be so exciting for me.
No one sleeps for free.
Now that I know about Hobby Link Japan, AmiAmi, and all these other import sites, the dealer's room is more or less a big window shopping area for me now. Now, what I do like is the artist alley, because we get to go there. We get to meet new artists. We get to meet local artists. We get to meet some of our current friends we've met on the internet as well. Some of the people we know on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll just go through with my phone out and follow everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And we get to help them. We get to help them out too. And they come up with so many, like, they have a lot of really cool products now. Like it used to be you just saw like hand-drawn art in Artist Alley. Now you can go to Artist Alley and find freaking plushes and 3D printed goods and cosplays and props, all kinds of cool stuff.
First gen Dreamcast for $60? Dang, that's a good deal.
Hey, that's Parappa.
0 for motivation.
I love that one, Alex.
That is a great one.
That is a great dance emote. Whose is that?
What are those?
So you're looking for, like the experience and practice?
Oh, that's one of Jeff Gersman's. The artist was Rainbow Fishin'. I like that one. I'm an emote junkie, you guys. I see emotes and I'm like, oh, where'd I come from? I sub to a lot of people just so I can have access to their emotes.
I like the sort of pixel art quality of it.
Hey, we got cat treat time.
Oh.
Portia's getting up like I heard that.
She's ready.
I heard it.
Oh, there.
Oh, those are all really cool. I love pixel art.
Oh, I got you. We probably should do some content that's like the stuff covering the actual stuff. Nah, Happy, your emotes are great.
Yeah, I like your emotes, Abby. I like the emotes that are actually. I think it's really brave of folks who actually use like their own personal likeness in emotes.
Yeah, those are some of the best.
Like some of my favorites are our good friend. Two of them actually. Tragic. Tragic has this one.
Oh yeah, Tragics are so good.
Which is really, I love that one. And then Mo, RP Genius, has this one.
Those are great too.
He has these.
Wow, you heck an amazing artist, a wonderful company.
Like, look at those.
You know Tragic Happy?
They're so
Excellent
expressive.
taste. Ow, Portia. Man, my poor legs are made of scratches. I love his dance. Okay, that's it for
Portia's just like doing. She's just like doing maximum spider on you at this point, jumping up, grabbing all these treats, and jumping down.
She's worn herself out. She's like breathing hard. You don't gotta eat the treats like that.
Oh, your birthday's coming up this week, Dave. Which day is it?
Oh dang! Oh.
Yeah, Tragic is great, peoples. We always lurk over in Tragic. We used to be able to chat a lot more in Tragic's chat. Things have gotten really busy though, so it's hard for us to just sit and chat in a stream, unfortunately. But we listen to her all the time.
She does stream.
Tragic's an amazing person.
We'll remember that.
If any of you guys are interested, this is a really cool thing. If you right-click on any emote that you like or click on it, you can bring up the channel, and there's usually a follow there, so you can actually follow someone. Like if you click on Tragic or Mo's emotes there, or Jeff's emotes, makes it easy to follow them. I like that feature because it's like little commercials. It's like you can throw up a Tragic emote like that one there, and you can gush. I can gush about her, and then if you guys are interested, you can go follow her. The 4th. Oh yeah, that is this week.
We will remember it.
Wait, don't we have like a anime movie that day?
On Friday? No, on Thursday. We gonna see One Piece. What is it? Movie Red? Something Red.
Yeah, Sasha's taking me to the One Piece movie. I don't have anything to do with One Piece, but
yeah, we watch Red.
There'll probably be some swell battle scenes, so
yeah, it'll be really good animation. It'll be pretty.
I'll just have a coffee and listen to my fellow weebs gush on what they love, and will enjoy as well.
Maybe they'll enjoy it so much you'll get into One Piece.
Nope. Nope.
No?
No.
Okay. I could probably answer any questions you got.
It's too many episodes.
It is a lot of episodes. It's taken me years to catch up. It's not like I've been binging it or anything. I just watch a couple episodes before sleep. Oh, sorry, it's People Snacks.
Glad to hear it, Alex. I keep wanting to call you Axel because one of our cats is named Axel.
Yeah, got it memorized.
My brain just like flips the L and the X. Yeah, it's been great chatting with you as well, Alex. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been really great talking to you.
Can't go to places that allow gushing in public, especially over anime.
Oh no.
Keep your feelings to yourself. I try to. But then they explode and I gush all over everybody. It's unstoppable. It's just an anime loving deluge.
Cowboy Bebop's one of the best though. I'm so glad you enjoy it, Ralph. So I gotta get to sleep. So did we decide on
Riggs?
Riggs?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go give
Tails of Faces.
Some
Tails
love.
of Faces F. Did you eat that? It's just potato. Okay.
Riggs is a good friend of ours. She's an amazing streamer and also amazing person. She actually used to work at Toonami on Cartoon Network.
No, she does voice acting.
Yeah, she's done voice acting. She's recently not in that job, But she has just started some new work, and she's been playing Tales. She plays a lot of Tales games. It's kind of like her bread and butter. She's just getting off a spoopy month. So she's been kind of out of her realm of comfort for a while. So she's back to Tales. She has 2 amazing kitties, Jet and... Oh, I'm blanking on the second one.
Oh, are you talking about the one that she lost recently, or she has...
Not Jasper. She has 2 now, I believe.
Oh, did she get another cat?
I think so.
I just knew about the one.
But she's an amazing person. She's a cat person. She's super friendly.
Yeah, right, the One Piece is real.
Has a really charming personality. She's just like one of the coolest persons on Twitch. You guys are gonna love her. Let me get this read
so
ready.
Sweet, and her cat is so cute. You'll flip and love her cat.
And like Sash said, she's playing Tales of Grace's F, which is one of the best tales in our opinion. Super good writing, funny, great cast of characters.
For real? Yeah, Tales of Grace's F, I think, was the first one that we beat together. So that one's sort of got a special place in our hearts, and it's a really good game. It's got Hubert and his Dance of the Damned instant balls.
Get into One Piece. The One Piece is real,
The One Piece is real, Roy.
Guys, no.
Quit.
I can't.
Sticking your beans
I can't
in my
do
food.
it. I don't have the stamina.
You can do it. I managed it in several years without binging.
I like to binge, but
yeah, you can do it. You have the power.
Oh, look at those kitties, Alex.
Those are great kitties.
She's got some really great emotes too, by the way, you
her
guys.
emotes
She
are
has
wonderful.
emotes for her cats. They're amazing. So let me get this raid in. Let's head over and say
Forrest,
hello.
Jow! Oh,
Jow!
hello!
You're coming in
raiding
right
out,
as
but-
we are raiding out Jow, but what's up, bro? I hope you're having an amazing night.
Yeah, go follow Jow Bagel. Yeah, we're gonna raid Regs. If you don't know her, she's amazing. She's got a cute cat. She likes Tales games. She's really sweet. Really pretty. She does voice acting. All the cool things. You'll probably like her.
Outside of that, you guys, I don't think we have time for the usual sign-off, but as always, like, subs, all that stuff, up to you. What we always ask for is please consider rescuing an animal, aspca.org, petfinder.com,
Lovely.
and, yeah.
Yeah, you can also go volunteer if you can't have your own animal. You can still spend time with them. But we love all of y'all. I hope y'all enjoy your time with Regs. And we'll be in the chat with her for a little bit.
Yep, have a great night, you guys. Remember, adopt, don't shop. Buy your fun, not your fam.
Yeah, y'all have been flipping lovely.
Have a great one, you guys. Love you, Jow.
Yeah, love you, Joe.
Go follow Jow.
Bye-bye.
There was a kitty at your door. We'll talk about it over Regs.
It was so good to see you.
We'll talk about him.
Oh, yeah, tell us about your cat. Good night, night. Oh, it's so nostalgic. Holy crap. It's, the chick I used to play.